everybody. Hello. Welcome to Bulette Time. It's Tuesday. It is Tuesday.
Best day of the week.
Best day of the week. Debatable.
I don't know. I like a good Thursday.
Hey, I do too.
Good.
No,
It's coming.
nothing good ever happens on Thursday. Nothing good ever happens on Thursday. Anyways, hi. We're here to play some D&D. I'm your internet friend,
I was
Barton.
gonna get onto Google.
Hey. Hey, Alexa, how do I end somebody else's stream? I am your internet friend, as I have said before. Barton of Rivet City Limited. To my right, playing Loxodon Barbarian Guntar.
He's smashing. He's angry.
He's angry. He is an angry boy.
He's hangry ridiculously.
Hangry for them
He
succulents.
wants the succulents. Guntar. Hello.
Guntar, played by Thor.
Hello.
To the right of my right, playing Loxodon Paladin, Dobrin.
Dobrin. That's me.
To my left, Centaur Sorceress, Ashley. Arcadia.
Since our sword. I just need some hand motion.
Too many.
I have a personal question for you after we finish being introduced.
Sure,
Write
that
that
works.
down.
And then, what day of the week is it?
Tuesday.
You're a dead man.
You said that last
Bears.
week, and I'm still here, motherfucker.
Don't test me. Don't test me, boy.
We didn't fight those rats. They had a purpose.
Hey, you didn't fight the rats. You hid from the rats.
I know, that's what I said. We didn't fight the
The
rats.
wuss you are.
Hey.
Hey, I dove through.
You
You
don't-
see this?
You don't know
see
Guntar's
this?
backstory.
I dove
This
through.
means I control your life.
I dove through a motherfucking window.
Yeah. And the drug addict thought you were a painting. You had a question.
How much do you weigh? Like a ton? You
I
don't
weighed 450 pounds.
Yeah, okay.
I won that one. Okay,
Yeah.
I thought so.
Alright.
What, you had a bet?
I lost.
Wow.
The Loxodons were being really
Weird.
sexist and trying to figure out.
You see how many times up the elevator our party would have to take?
That is specious.
I said
That
3.
is specious.
I said 3.
Easiest.
I was like, hey, a Loxodon, and everybody else. I mean, I guess we could squeeze them in there.
We
you
just
know?
weigh a particular lot.
I do.
Yes,
I do.
you guys, what, a half ton combined?
Yeah.
Very close.
I like that there's 3 people that are like gigantic, and then there's just me.
Yeah, squishy meat boy. Speaking of squishy meat boy, fill us in. What happened last week? 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. What happened 2 weeks ago? Were you paying attention?
I was.
Okay, well, what happened?
So we found our way to the Undercity
Okay.
after trying to not die from whatever was in the crypts, the sewers,
Yep.
crypts, whatever. the
Cruel, right?
It was a crawl. Yeah.
Crawl.
Cruel.
We found our way into the Undercity,
Cool.
figured out that we needed to get the hell out of there because myself and Guntar just knew that we should not be there. Tried to make our way out, found some giant rats, hid from them.
Yeah, like we are. Level 2.
Really brave warriors.
Really brave.
Extremely
the
brave
bravest
warriors.
of warriors.
Level 2.
Waited for the giant rats that did absolutely nothing to us pass by. Continued on further inside the metro of the city.
Okay, wait, you left out the part where you ninja jumped through a
No,
window.
I was getting to that. I was getting to
That's
that.
upcoming.
Oh, didn't mean to spoil it.
Because we continued further inside the city. Then Arcadia heard a noise. I proclaimed to everyone that we should hide. Someone hid behind a shield. Someone just stood there.
Guilty?
Someone hit him against the building, and I dove through a fucking window.
Boarded up.
I boarded up.
It was still a window, and I dove right through it.
This is how military heroes tell their tales.
Yeah, you know.
This is the window story. We're gonna hear
Right,
first.
right.
I went through a window.
Yes, Varys, we know. For the 12th time, we heard it.
I'm like 120, and I'm like still telling the story.
Yeah. What happened after that?
We met a very nice gentleman who we hid from named Chong.
Chon.
Chong?
Chon.
I don't know.
Chon.
Chon.
C-H-A-U-n.
Chon.
Would you say he's a fun guy?
Yeah, he was a very fun guy.
I hate everyone.
I waited a week to do that.
Chan was a very nice procurer of mushrooms.
Yes.
One that healed our nice barbarian friend.
Hey
over
man,
here.
that mushroom was nice.
It was a premium mushroom.
Hey.
He then pointed us to the way out of the Undercity
And wow, how do you get out of the Undercity?
by going up an extremely large tower that is currently locked because Chan did not like what was in there.
No. He so I will actually let you know about that. Before we cut 2 weeks ago, Chan had actually opened up that door.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you did.
And
Fuck, I forgot
our
about that.
Loxodon friends just caught the stench of death coming from inside the creepy ass, most definitely haunted premium Orzov First National Bank
Oh,
of the Undercity.
now we know. That's what that symbol was. How did we ever forget the old Orzov National Bank symbol?
I mean, it's the Orzov, just the Orzov symbol. You guys would know what that looks like just from being denizens of.
I'm in danger.
Yes, we are.
Yeah. Just give it a giggle there, Ralph.
Yes, we are.
I'm in danger. Hi, Super Nintendo Chalmers.
Oh, the memes.
That is where we are at now. You guys are at the door of the definitely not haunted ass bank.
You just said that it was.
Definitely not haunted ass bank.
Hashtag.
Hashtag definitely not haunted ass bank.
I definitely don't think it's
Hashtag not a
haunted.
cop.
Hashtag not a cop. It's not haunted if what's there is real.
Well, that's a very good point because it's a
That's a
real life
very good
thing.
point.
I mean, because it's,
Fair assessment.
yeah, it's
So yeah,
not a ghostly apparition.
let's play some goddamn D&D.
Well, Tron, I tell you what. That mushroom has me feeling good. I think we're gonna go clear this tower. I don't know. It's spooky, but we'll see you later, man. Take it easy.
Right on, man. I hope you find that blue guy.
Yeah, man. Enjoy the little
We do too.
little thing.
Yeah, and he's got like the plushie
Mhm.
attached to like his belt.
Oh,
That-
when we come back, that's gonna be like covered and it's gonna be like green because he's a mushroom guy. Okay.
It's
Peace.
gonna magically turn from Jace into Nissa.
Inception. Varys,
Yes.
you said it's your like job to investigate stuff. Shouldn't you be the first one in?
You really just want me to.
Don't worry, I got it. All right.
You're really good at investigation.
Can I peek my head in?
Can
Yeah,
I
you can
roll?
absolutely peek your head
I
in.
would like to peek my head in, please.
Absolutely.
Can I take a look around?
Yeah, take a look around.
Would you like me to roll for it?
I would love for you to roll for that. Roll that perception.
Okie dokie, that's a 14 plus my perception modifier, which is +1. So
So-
15.
A 15. So, I mean, that's decent. It's a little bit more difficult to see inside just because the bioluminescent mushrooms are.
And I don't really have good.
And you don't really have good dark vision.
Ooh.
Oh, should I
Ooh.
roll that at disadvantage?
No.
Okay.
No, I would roll that regular.
Ooh. I have dark vision.
Yeah.
I'll roll.
Would you like to push your way to the front of the line and check?
Sure.
Okay.
You're gonna push the 375-pound oxygen out of the way of the
Yes,
door?
because you can't see, motherfucker. I can.
I rolled a 15. That's
I
pretty
just
high. Let's see what I see
There's
first.
past me. There you go, friend.
He sees less.
I probably do see less. I see 14.
You see less. So everything I tell him that he sees, you see just a little bit less.
Because there's a Loxodon in the way
In the
of
way.
the door.
He makes a better door than a window.
Yes, I do.
I just go like this from behind him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
so-
can't see.
So beyond this door that was originally kind of clamped shut with these overlapping mushrooms, the doors actually swing inward. Large, they're still wooden doors, but they're very large, heavy, with wrought iron bands over them. What might have been some kind of gold at some point. Kind of obscured by these mushrooms is the large Orzov sun.
Yeah.
Kind of that eclipse glyph that they have, where it's the dark moon with the spiked, almost compass rose
Yeah, I know what you're talking
style points coming off of it. That splits down the middle and that opens up into this main foyer, which very ornate, very baroque. If it ain't baroque, don't fix it.
Shut up.
That one's for you, chat.
I approve.
Yeah. So marble floors, white marble with the black, like that black veining through it, kind of gilded grouting throughout. Large pillars that rise kind of to the ceiling. Ceilings about 20-foot ceilings. Very cathedral-like with the large arches over. It has, a very stately feel to it, but it also is very monochromatic. A lot of blacks, a lot of whites, a lot of gold. It's very Orzhov. There's really no other way to really kind of just wrap around it. It's a gilded penguin, but that penguin has been dead for a long time.
Reminds me of an image of a sea lion.
With my
shooting
15
the
perception
penguin
check,
off.
did I see any moving things?
There's nothing moving in this main area, but just at least with your heightened sense of smell being launched on, it does just
Stench
smell
of
like
death.
like death and preservation, as it just kind of wafts out. Not like dead like the mushrooms dead, but like desiccated bodies and things like that.
Do I feel the shift of temperature in here?
It's a little colder,
Okay, but not like a dead of night.
but not like
Okay.
spooky cold.
Alright, cool.
This is like it was like wet dirt cold out in the main area of like this square. Now inside it's like it's still cold, but it is like a sterile cold.
Cave cold.
That was more so back.
Back, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, where it's that dirt damp cold. Inside it's very like
Hospital cold.
hospital cold.
Is
Yeah.
it
How about a
unusually
Minnesota
dry?
cold?
It's not unusually dry. It's just very. It just seems very
Less porous than.
less porous. Yeah.
Okay.
Guntar puts his arm around Varys, and he since you want to get, kind of mushes him to the forward of the pack.
Sure.
You'd be like, after you.
Dobrin goes in trunk first, trunk around the side.
Just like worming the trunk. Just like.
It's like,
And Arcadia's in the back behind 2 elephants, just like.
Eventually we'll get a move on.
Sniff, sniff. Sniff, sniff.
alright,
May I
say,
cast a spell?
What would you like to cast?
I would like to cast detect poison and disease.
Sure. Would you enlighten me as to the machinations of this spell?
I just had it. Yes. It is concentration up to 10 minutes. Cost is 1 action for the casting time. And for the duration, I can sense the presence, location of poisons, poisonous creatures, and diseases within 30 feet of me. I can also identify the kind of poisonous creature, or disease in each case.
Okay.
Just because I have a feeling.
It can also penetrate most barriers, but is blocked by.
Foot of stone, inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt.
All right. Well, given your placement in this room, you are not detecting anything in that 30-foot radius. Remember, these are 20-foot ceilings. Did I say 20 or 30?
Should 20.
20-foot ceilings. So you're not getting anything up with the type of stone that this building is made out of. It's thick enough that it would block off at the ceiling. Same kind of right at your feet, but in the immediate vicinity of you, 30 feet in your kind of your radius bubble, in that cylinder that would take up the room, nothing.
Okay.
Do I divinely sense anything?
Oh, this place dead as hell.
Like undead or like desecrated?
Or
Yeah, you can
dead.
get consecration, desecration.
Yeah.
Something like that.
So, I would like a history check, please.
Very good.
Probably should test out which dice were more friendly to me today.
Yeah, right.
Not that one. 6.
A 6 on history. You at least know that. I mean, with your base, everybody has a base knowledge of all the guilds. You know just slightly higher than that base knowledge. At least in your paladining sense. The Orzhov, just for their characteristic, they're not consecrated or desecrated, they're basically just dead. Realived. They are unalived and realived.
But not undead.
They're re-dead.
Redead. They are undead. The Orzhov is run by the undead. The Orzhov Syndicate is very old.
Yes.
I do have a character. Did we rest long enough to regen spells last game from that first fight, or?
It was a
We didn't even take a short rest.
So
yeah.
that's what I wanted to
Yeah,
ask.
there, you guys.
Oh.
The last time you guys rested was when you guys
Took that
slept.
6 hour.
When you took that 6-hour sleep.
How was that long rest?
Yeah, that was the last long. rest
Okay,
you
I just
guys
wanted to check for my.
took.
Didn't.
Because you burned a first level slot to use flame.
No.
I thought we at least rested after that because I
Chaos.
remember trancing. I remember doing meditation at some point, not when
No.
we did the 6 hour.
Mm-mm. No.
Because if I would, I'd be at 26 HP, not 24.
Yeah, I thought.
That I just couldn't remember if we had done a short rest or not.
Yeah, we did not. Because I was talking about it, and I got a free mushroom, and I was like,
Yeah.
hey, I don't need a short rest now. I'm good.
Yeah, and
There's
that's
no-
why I was only asking.
For sure.
Because
Yep.
couldn't remember. Thank you.
Out of like we're all kind of talking about whether do we rest or not, Guntar kind of like pushes Varys into the like past the archway, and so even if there is a trap, he kind of sets it off. So,
Shove.
Yeah, no traps go off. It's
Ha.
very much an abandoned.
this is Guntar playing, not Hillar. Just remember that.
No, that's play as your character, not as you
And
playing your character.
Trotting in afterwards, and I'm gonna take an investigation roll, or would anybody like to take an investigation roll looking for stairs upwards or hallways?
With my urban infrastructure rolling, would I get an advantage?
Not inside the building.
Not inside? Okay.
Just because you're not familiar with Orzhov.
Okay.
You're familiar with, the layouts of streets and the general, infrastructure of a city, just like the abilities has. Not so much the inner workings of.
Okay.
You would know, like, if you were on the upper city, you would know if there's like, oh yeah, this sewer grate goes here, which leads into the building, kind of thing. But you wouldn't know what's
Inside
inside the
I
building
had
unless you
blueprint.
actually got the blueprints for that building.
But
How-
You sit on your wallet and your butt goes numb.
Yeah.
Worst feeling. Worst feeling. Sorry, y'all. Sorry.
How you're like
Sorry,
bribing
Tal.
the
No,
DM.
No.
Oh yeah, please
No.
bribe me.
Oh, there's not much there. Trust me.
How lit is it inside the building?
Not at all.
Okay.
It's not lit at all.
I'll roll the investigation, especially with the dark vision. Could help, so I will roll for investigation.
Sure. And what are you investigating?
First.
Stairs, any implementation of getting upwards.
Okay, that'd be actually perception, but
Do you want me to roll for perception or investigation?
take whatever you rolled and make it your
Uh,
perception.
14.
14? Yeah, I mean, there's, so as you come in, there are, rooms on rooms along
That you
walls.
can see because we can.
Right, yeah, there are,
Unless I use, who wants to be the light source again?
I think I'm at the front right now, so that.
I mean, you have a quarterstaff that you could just fucking
That too.
Gandalf.
Okay.
Yeah.
I-
Remember, you took a staff.
I did. So I'm gonna Gandalf my staff and reach it.
So now
You
it's
guys,
five
have you
bucks.
guys gone in yet?
He,
me
and him are
pushed in.
currently in.
Yeah.
So we're at the door. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I next to you. I Gandalf my staff. I light the end up. I know we can't see in there.
I can't see. That's why I pushed him in. Guntar says out loud.
So reaching the
Giggling
light
a
out
lot
towards the
about
room.
that.
It's like,
Sure
do
you
you
got
want
the
to
guitar?
first or?
I don't know how elephants get.
I'll continue sniffing around.
I politely.
Move around my trunk.
I'll keep looking around, see if there's any way to get up from here.
Try to get the light in because
Yeah.
Dobrin's blocking. The
I
door.
walked in. I walked in a little bit.
Oh, you did. So I'm
I'm
trying to creep around
yeah.
again.
Good.
I imagine it's like you're
Please
trying to get
continue,
like
friend.
through an aisle in a subway and you're just kind of like rubbing up against another person or like the pole.
The old.
So there's now a light
public
source in there,
transportation.
Yep.
which lights up the entire room because it's 20 by 20 in there.
I mean, it's wider and longer. It's 20 high. So,
But it lights
yeah.
up the whole room.
Yeah.
So now we can all actually see.
Oh, look at this gilded.
So, penguin.
Gilded. Deadass.
If there was a gilded penguin next to us, that'd be quite frightening.
I would like to reach. Just kidding.
I would like to.
At the side of the gilded
Initiate
penguin,
rage.
I would like to attack.
Yeah.
Long story about that.
Yeah. So yeah, as you guys are looking around, there are there are stairwells up into kind of the upper concourse, which would get you into other areas of this bank. One would assume that there are other staircases within that would get you even further up. Would take some searching.
Shall we go up?
No, I'm. Let's go
Up,
up.
up seems to be the direction we want to go. So.
Up is the way we want to go. So at least a few of us, at least a couple of us should start checking upstairs.
All of us should probably go together.
Remember our cool Chan told us about moaning sounds, so you're the good listener. I can't hear shit. I don't know.
Moaning sounds.
Yes, moaning sounds.
From which direction?
In this, I guess it's a bank.
Chon said
Looks
this
like a
morning
bank.
coming from this
I
tower,
don't
so
have
we
a
should
bank
probably
account,
keep our ears
so.
open.
My
Yeah.
ears just kind of like perk up a little bit.
Get the cheese out of there.
Just that leathery flap. Just
Dobrin puts his ears up to think and like ties them.
Guntar like face palms over his eye patch.
I just start walking upstairs.
alright. So yeah, please explore the space. This is
So we're all headed upstairs, yeah? Up the
Yeah.
stairs.
What's our marching order up the stairs?
Varus is
Yeah, I'm
first.
first because I said that I was going to start walking upstairs, so I'm first.
And then I was like, well, that sounds like the right way to go, so I went after him.
After you, my friend.
Why, thank you. Oh.
And then is everybody? I want to be the last one up, and just like, has the door closed yet from the outside?
no, it hasn't. It's still open.
Is he gonna leave it open?
As far as you know, you never asked him.
I'm gonna listen as we are
Can I still
gonna
see him?
ascend.
Do a visual?
From where you are on the stairs, you can't see him.
No. Okay.
Can we
I'm gonna
hear
note that in
anything
my
different
mind,
at the
and
top
I'll
of
go
the
outside.
stairs? Wow, that was... Man, why am I still rolling this die?
Yeah, why are you doing
'Cause it's
that?
My
pretty.
goodness, yeah.
It's pretty.
Deceiving. So that's, listen, which is perception. 8.
Is it
Total of 8.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're getting out of here, buddy.
Nothing that you really notice.
I'm gonna just do a general perception of the. No, have we gotten to a landing yet, or we just?
Yeah, I mean,
Are we on the second floor?
yeah, second floor, kind of a concourse that wraps around.
Just the main Or
Yep.
so it's up and then
Yeah,
telling me.
and it's, you know, a little bit wider up here too. The columns still extend up in the places that weren't open to the ceiling.
Is there another set of stairs up or?
Yeah, I mean, there would be another set of stairs up from here, but you'll probably have, it's not visible to where you are right now. You might
Okay.
have to
Um,
find a closed hallway or something.
Alright, I'm just gonna start checking one door after another, but I'm gonna like listen at them first. Should I roll a?
I would roll a investigation to find the correct doorway.
And just flavor-wise, while she rolls,
19!
Guntar's taking 2 steps forward and always checking like behind him after like every 2 or 3 steps.
Okay.
Just glancing
Yeah.
as he moves up.
Yep.
And I did an investigation checking them.
Yeah. It doesn't take you very long to find what should have been obvious as a pair of double doors, kind of central to and lined up with that initial entry.
I was like, oh, hey, it's these.
Yeah. Again,
But I
same-
also checked to listen to see if I could hear anything behind it and such.
Yeah, nothing that you could hear beyond the door. But it, you know, again, heavy banded doors that would have had at one point gold leaf along the bandings and on the Orzhov. There's actually 2 of those Orzhov suns, one on each door. Again, it's that double door. These ones aren't sealed together like the mushroom sealed doors that were the main entries to the bank.
Okay. Can I check it for traps or anything?
You can. Near as you can tell, at least with this bank, it's just an artifact of being left behind in the Undercity.
It doesn't look recently used at all.
Right, it doesn't look recently
Okay.
used. It's you know, it's an abandoned building, but its
We already know.
stonework is kind of not eternal, but it's
It's more of the, was there anything left from when it was active type?
yeah, no, it's just dusty and old,
Okay.
just left behind.
I just know banks
Yeah.
tend to have long-lasting security, don't know how long-lasting.
Yeah, as near as you can tell, there is nothing.
Okay. So, this way.
Which direction looks like a longer hallway?
It's these doors up.
Up. This way.
These doors. Would you, boys?
Guntar's gonna go last again.
Varys says sure as he continues to look around the area. I.e. Nathan writes something down. Because Nathan forgot to do something.
Of course he did.
As we get through, I want to, as we're on our ways up, I kind of want to close the door. Being
The ones we
Is
just.
it-
the ones we just walked through.
Okay, so you guys are going through.
As we go,
I asked
Okay.
somebody to go ahead of me.
Yeah, no,
How loud
I did
is
not get the notion that any of you had opened the doors.
Yeah, how loud
Oh,
are they
okay,
to
I-
move?
No, I had just motioned that I'm like, it's
Oh.
these doors
okay,
that we
cool.
need to go through because everyone seems
Cool.
to be trying to look everywhere else. I'm like, no, we need to go here.
Oh, I'm at the back. I'm just kind of,
Right up the rear.
yeah. I just wanted to make sure we don't leave the doors open.
So we try to,
Only
Dobrin
side
tries
trip.
to open the door a little bit to see how loud, to gauge how loud it would be to open.
Yeah, it doesn't creak at all.
Okay.
You know, it's
Is it one of these styles?
no,
or
it's
those
one
styles?
of these.
Oh, nice.
Dobrin probably should not, I should not have been the one
It's
to
it's
open
again
this.
another inward opening door.
I'm right next to you. The only reason
Probably
I'm
are.
not opening it is
We
because
don't
that'd
have
be really dumb for me.
Thieves, so- Not a thief, though.
We open, but I am
Right.
like hiding also behind the door.
Like,
Not like opening it to myself, just kind of like
you're
staying out of
pushing
the
it
way.
in as you go in with the
And
door.
then my trunk kind of sneaks around the corner of the door after I opened it, just to sniff
Yeah.
over there.
How long does your divine sense last?
Good question.
I know we ask this every single
I think
time.
it's kind of instant, like,
It's
You just ping it.
yeah.
Isn't it-
Yeah, I think you
hour?
have X amount of pings, though.
Yeah, you have X amount of pings.
It's 1 plus my charisma, which is 2.
So you have 2 pings. So you already used
I already used 1.
1 ping.
So I have 2 left.
Yeah.
No, that
60 feet, and you get it 1 plus your charisma modifier.
As I just said.
So she has 3 total.
Yes, as I
3
just
total.
said.
Okay.
As I just said. Am I
Yep.
talking to myself?
No,
over
you're
here?
good. You're
no,
good.
we're just double checking.
And it recharges on
Okay.
short rest.
Yes, because that's
Okay. So you have actually, since your last rest, have already used 2
Mhm.
of your divine sense.
Sure.
All right. So you have 1 use of that remaining.
Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine it would have changed much. We haven't
No.
moved that much distance.
No, you haven't.
Only 1 flight.
okay. So you've got 1. I'm creeping with the other. Where's where are
Smarty
you?
Phil, Tobin?
I am inside the room.
Nothing
Actually,
Did
crazy.
you go through the doors?
yes.
Okay.
All right. And your dark vision extends for 60 feet
Yes.
before it drops off.
Let me double check that.
Yeah, because I still have the light next to me. So.
Do the index.
I'll always get to your
I believe it's 60 of. It's 60 dim light acts as normal light for me, and then an additional
Yep.
30 dark acts as dim.
Yep. That is as I know it. Yes, that is correct.
Okay. I remember to think. Can I roll an investigation check inside the room?
Investigating for.
What exactly is in this room? Or actually, let me roll perception.
It would be perception. So here's how, for you, Mr. Cop. This is how. Okay, quit making that motion.
That's going to become a GIF, and I'm not happy about
Well,
it.
you
Not
can't even
punch
see your
bags.
hand on stream, so don't even worry about it.
You're
but
welcome.
Here's the thing. Okay, investigation is knowing something is there and looking for it.
Okay.
Perception is
Not
looking for something and not knowing what you're going to find.
I will roll perception.
Thank you.
Wow.
Trash rolls?
No, actually.
22.
A 22. Wow. Okay. As you are kind of looking around this hallway, it does extend to the end of your vision. Ends in another set of the doors.
Of my total vision, or just
Of your
the-
total vision.
Okay.
Ends in another set of the doors that you had just came through.
Just
Okay.
long hallway.
Long hallway, rooms that are doored off to each side, single doors, not double doors. There are these almost cherub-like little angel things that are kind of attached to sconces along the archways of the
Angel
ceilings.
fiends.
Not angel fiends or anything like that, but they have these golden masks on, kind of like up over there.
Oh my god, that freaks me out.
But they've got like, some of them have little bat wings, some of them have feathered angel wings. They're very, very Baroque. Again, still sticking with that Baroque style, but they are kind of lining the kind of the upper areas. Same marble pillars, marble floors, that white marble with the black veins, with the gold between the tiles, kind of thing going on. But that ends at the hallway on the other end.
Alright, so you're in, check it,
Yep.
then I come in behind
Mhm.
with my light.
Yep. And you see more of this. You see the same, just in color.
I mean, now I see the same in
I
color.
mean, in color, the only color you're seeing is gold and greeny.
Do we see, or as Guntar's the last one in, do we see any movement with the masked figures?
No movement.
Nameless masked figures?
No movement
Alright.
that you see.
I don't like those things.
Can I use my keen smell after I get into this hallway?
Yeah, absolutely.
Smell for fresher air.
Using it for investigation for
Just a perception
just a
check
perception.
with advantage.
Sure, absolutely.
Wow, that was the worst.
No, it wasn't technically the worst, but
Fair
it was
enough.
not good.
Well, what is it, like 5?
A 4 and a 5.
A
We're
4 to
rolling.
5.
Gotta love it.
Alright,
Oof, I
I
do.
feel like I'm more insulted at
I'm
this.
gonna
Do you
check
want
to
to
see
just
if I
take
can
mine for
find
the
the
night?
next set of
Maybe
stairs,
go
I got
switch.
it's
Yeah,
maybe the side room or if it's the double doors.
yeah, go for it.
Looks like it's gonna be another night of low rolling.
Wandering aimlessly.
I
Crypts.
will start heading towards that set of double doors that we just found.
I follow him.
Sure.
I think that's a good idea.
As the group is about 15 feet in, the doors that you guys came through slam shut.
Fuck! Ferris says out loud.
Guntar takes a javelin. This sucks. So, I want. Never mind.
Divine sense.
Divine sense.
Yeah, use it.
The undead feeling that you got at the door is stronger, but not immediately upon you.
Undead intensifies.
Undead intensifies. Laughs in undead.
Party, we should get back to back and proceed along the hallway.
If this was a Zelda game, you would hear like the re-dead moaning, but at a distance. Notice that.
I'm bad at noises.
But at a as if you were drinking a LaCroix, but the LaCroix was the sound of moaning as if from a
That's
distance.
easy to-
Undead
not
cry.
mine. I don't allow those things in my house.
Oh.
Yes, sir.
No, never mind.
Yes, officer.
No, nothing. This is
Officer.
This is real life Nathan thinking he's an idiot, but he's not.
He's not an idiot.
Which is common.
I informed the
Of
party
course.
of my feeling that we're getting closer to potential
Danger.
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 Danger to manifold.
Which, I mean, well, that was
Sorry.
apparent from the doors, but also, just so you know, undead intensifies.
Puts his javelin back in the thing and grabs the great axe instead and says, "Okay." Pops his neck.
Okay.
Okay.
Gotta have like the Donkey Kong. Okay.
And instead of being, I don't know if I should be in the back or the front. I think we should move I think we should move as like a phalanx-esque unit.
We should move as one unit.
Yes.
Are we becoming an absolute unit?
We are becoming
Yeah,
Voltron
again,
as we speak.
20-foot hallway, 20-foot ceiling, about 80 feet long. You guys are about.
20 feet.
Can we all fit together as a close knit group?
Yeah, you.
Elephant, centaur,
Me.
elf on centaur.
Yeah, I mean.
We can't get much tighter than that.
Yeah, tightest you can get is 3 bodies. Is the tightest you can get is
Okay.
I
Yeah.
think
because
two by
you
two.
would stack 2 of said bodies.
I can carry either one Loxodon or the elf. I can't
You
do
should
one.
be with whoever has the lowest AC to protect them with your shield.
I have a 11 AC.
11 AC?
Yeah,
Hey, Varys.
What?
your AC is a 14.
Oh, yes, 14.
Should probably kick it with her just in case. So you can do your protection.
Dobrin
I may
kicks
not
it with
like-
her.
Okay. I'm like,
Alright.
I look big and tough, but I am not. I'm squishy.
Guntar kind of like wrestles his arm around Varys and like, guess we're buddies.
Buddy system!
And,
Yay, we're gonna die.
Varys has seen Guntar's a lot of emotions.
I
You've seen anger. You've seen pretty much anger, right? But this time you actually see.
I have seen other emotions.
You've seen happiness from succulents, but this is like a different type of happy. You see him like
This is
actually
battle
like
ready happy.
he is having like
This is battle
He's
ready
a
happy.
little bit crazed.
he's like ooh I've been
Reminds me of my time in the war.
a war of spa.
Dobrin and I are just like, so, we're gonna die?
I'm ready to
we're
divinely
gonna
speak.
die.
You're
We're
gonna
gonna have some fun.
I will not attack unless provoked.
Just keep me alive.
All right, I'll do the
I think
attack.
that's all for Dad asked too.
So like, I guess me and Varys, we're at 15 feet in. How many to the unclosed?
He said it was 80 feet total from where we were.
And
to
we
the
were
door.
about
So we're
26.
65.
So that was, yeah,
65 to the where we're
60,
going.
65.
Yes.
Okay.
60, 65-ish, just because he has a full range of 80 on his dark vision.
Cool.
No, it's 90.
90.
Because it's 60, then and then additional
Yeah.
30, so it's
Yeah.
90.
Yeah.
Cool.
So it was just within my range.
Yeah.
20.
He saw the outline of the doors.
23 and a half feet of movement.
Yeah,
Down
so
that way.
we've got 20 feet.
22.
Of solid light and then
Alright,
an extra
20
20.
feet, sorry.
23.33. Repeating, obviously.
Yes, obviously.
Obviously, the basic.
The bar.
23.334, there we go.
And willingly or unwillingly, Varys is coming along. So
I'm willingly coming
okay,
along.
cool.
I want to get out of here as much as everyone
I'm
else.
trying to keep me and Dobrin up with you guys to keep everyone in the light.
And again, every maybe 5-6 steps, I'm just kind of quickly glancing behind my shoulder because I'm
And
Sure,
which
you're
Dobrin
being
and I are
extra
behind you.
vigilant. The light from your staff is actually like casting these really long shadows off of those cherubs that are
Oh
just
man.
looking extra creepy
Fuck.
as you pass them. They're not moving, but because of the shadow, it gives the illusion of movement.
Dobrin rehearses his diplomatic line that he will recite as soon as we see someone. Also wonders what language these bankers probably spoke.
I'm moving around with one hand on my
What
sword.
language
Sure.
would they speak?
Copy common.
Good.
Just gonna assume
Less
common.
chance for failure.
I'm
Going
just gonna
through,
assume common.
going through, everyone's kind
Uh,
of scared over. What language do you think they spoke?
So 25 more feet.
25 more feet.
I'm just
yeah. I mean, the shadows are really just creeping you out.
That's fine. Two
Heavy
hands on great axe.
Heavy creep.
Is there
That's
anything
cool,
that
man.
I'm noticing as we are
Cool,
getting
man.
further and closer to the door?
Just that the door's getting closer.
Okay, cool.
So nothing's pinged on his poison or.
No, because you have, it's 10
10
minutes?
minutes.
10 minutes? Okay. And yeah,
It's 10 minutes up to 20 feet.
yeah, so nothing diseased, nothing.
Which is interesting because the Loxodons are saying that everything smells of death.
Death,
Now
not
remember,
disease.
death doesn't mean
Mean
disease.
True.
All squares are rectangles, but not all rectangles are squares.
All these squares make a circle.
All these squares make a circle. All these squares make a goddamn circle.
Actually, there.
Hashtag go follow
Square.
BB's.
So
And
who
then a
wants to open the
square.
next door?
I'll do it.
Okay, thank you, policeman.
Yes.
Oh no, I'm just looking up just in case.
We continue to walk further, and I open up the next set of doors.
I'll get there.
As you open, kind of opens into another rotunda area, stairs to the next level here. More of a rounder antechamber. Kind of think of like the rotunda at the Art Institute, if you've been there.
Yes.
Where they have the exhibition hall. They have that large round
Mhm.
rotunda
Oh,
area.
yes.
It's very similar to that, but with stairs that curl up to the next level. This
Does it look centaur friendly to climb?
it's centaur friendly to climb.
Okay, so it's not like the tight spiral.
it's not a tight spiral. It goes around the outside of the room, not the inside.
Okay.
Um,
I'm like, how tight am I turning?
yeah.
And we don't see anyone in this room either.
Not in this room. Actually, as you enter, I would like a perception check from those that are religiously inclined. So that would be you, Varys,
Oh, okay.
and Deborah.
What
I didn't even
check?
know how I did
Hit the
that.
box. Hidden box or it doesn't count.
What check?
I need a religion.
Okay. Religion. 19.
19,
11.
11. You notice the figure is very familiar,
Okay.
but not correct. in the center of this rotunda, you're actually at about hip level of what is a large statue of an angel.
Getting very mixed
What-
vibes from this bank.
Yes.
What is
I'm
what-
beginning to think this bank is not a bank.
what would be very familiar about the way that this angel is dressed is the armament. But the way that the raiment is wrong. It doesn't look Boros. Because this is a marble relief, the white looks correct,
Mm-hmm.
but all of the drapings, all of the markings are Orzhov. The wings are feathered.
Mm-hmm.
The headdress looks very much like Aurelia's halo that she has,
Mm-hmm.
which is a band that comes across and has kind of 6 points,
Mhm.
a diamond in the central, and then 2 diamonds off the side, points up on the tops and bottoms of each.
Mm-hmm.
But nothing. But it's something about it doesn't hit you wrong. The weapon, again, favored weapon of those angels are their great swords, and this great sword, while again looking very much like what you're familiar with, being Boros, is wrong.
I see.
You get the general theme.
Yes,
It's correct, but
it's not.
it's
I
technically-
disbelieve the statue.
I
Yeah.
do
It's-
disbelieve the statue.
it's technically correct. While functionally wrong to you, it is technically correct.
Okay.
It hits all the checkpoints it's supposed to on a box, but they are slightly to the left.
So I'm a Christian going into a Lutheran church. Got it.
Catholic.
Or Catholic.
Catholic.
Yeah.
Bless you. The angel
Yeah.
said it.
Yeah, this chamber is, so you're about hip level of this statue.
Mm-hmm.
It extends probably another 30 feet above you. So it's about, this room is about 60 feet top to bottom.
Joyous times. Joyous
Can I
times.
try another religion check
Joyous
to
times.
Joyous times.
Dobrin Rax's brain?
Yeah.
While I just stare at the statue
Why does
dumbfounded.
this look weird?
I've closed the door.
Oh,
this time.
so close. 17.
17, and you originally rolled a
19.
19.
Okay, yep, same.
Yep, so
same feeling.
you're getting very much the same. You would know of,
Look how
even
close it
though
was to 20.
you're a paladin of nature,
Yep.
you're very familiar with the angels of the Boros, and being a paladin, very familiar with the other religious systems in Ravnica. You don't quite get the this is wrong or it's incorrect. You're getting more of the this is an odd placement of this relief.
And after I'm staring at the statue for however long, I snap myself out of my little trance there and roll perception on the rest of the room.
Sure, absolutely.
Wow. I'm actually getting good rolls with this. 19.
19. Nothing really else in this room is jumping out at you.
Okay.
Again, it's a lot more of the wrought iron, gold leaf stairs that go up to the next level. You would expect that these would go up those next 3 levels
Mm.
to get up to the top level of this area.
This room, or like nothing in this room, including the giant statue, looks any more recently
Disturbed.
Disturbed.
Yeah, no, it's still
All
very-
right, gonna start.
I'd say we start heading towards the
with
stairs.
you said 19?
19.
With that, I mean, you do notice more of those cherubs. This time they're not posted inside the hallway. They're posted around the inner circle.
Could you describe these cherubs again?
Sure. They are about, I would say, about 2 foot. Some have bat wings. Some have feathered wings. A gold mask, kind of almost carnival style, is kind of affixed to their face. Some of them have stabs, some of them have other, smaller weapons, but they're all affixed on the inner ring of the levels of this room, kind of facing inwards towards this angel statue.
And actually, I'm gonna use a spell.
Sure. What would you like?
Detect magic.
Detect magic. Premium. Absolutely. And that just goes off.
Your sense and perception of magic within 30 feet of you.
No magic here.
Okay.
Guntar, I'm gonna make an investigation check. I'm gonna look particularly at the base of the statue and investigate and see if I see any like
Insignias or something.
insignias or markings, or I just kind of want to look for a name, honestly. So that's what I'm investigating.
Guntar is smarter than Varys.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty good. If I would actually look at where the thing was beforehand, that's a 14.
14.
Yes, sir.
You can see that there is maybe something etched at the base, but you can't read it from here because you're about 30 feet up.
Yeah.
There is a plaque, but you have to go 30 feet down to get to it.
Goodness, what do your eyes see?
Yeah, I pointed out to the group, I'd be like, I might give us the answers we're seeking, but trouble usually comes with answers. Guntar's wise today.
Like,
Yeah.
are all the cherubs like facing the angel?
Yeah, the way that they're mounted, because
Like they're like a guard against it or whatever?
they're not like against it. They're almost at attention around it.
Okay.
Can I see the face of the statue?
You'd have to, if you like got to the railing and like went like that,
Sure. Yeah, let's do that.
because like I said, you can see her.
Yeah, because I'm still intrigued as to who the statue is.
So there's no other way out of this room than to go up.
Right.
Yes.
Were there any other ways to get around this room?
Yeah, it's a circular room. There's the way that you came in, and then there's a stairwell going up and a stairwell going down.
I'd still say that we go
So
up.
Yeah,
it's a helixed stairwell
Okay.
that goes around, but it's
Is
half.
the
So like they're on two
I think
different
there's
halves
a
of the
chance
room.
we might fight this statue, but
So there's on the right hand side as you come in, you can see that the stairs descend towards you,
okay.
and then on the left hand side, the stairs ascend to the next level.
Okay,
So
and the
that's-
doors that close behind us probably locked.
Well, Guntar
Those are
closed them.
90 feet the other direction.
Those are at the back of the other hall.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yep, the hall you just came through.
Yeah.
In order for us to completely bypass the statue and its minions. It's fluffy looking cherubs.
But I don't detect magic on it. He doesn't detect
Poison or disease.
disease.
So it's a healthy monster.
Mhm.
Non-magical healthy monster.
And no poison has yet been expended.
I'd
but-
still like to know
Potential
who the
sex.
face of the statue is.
Well,
I agree.
let's
Because
ascend.
that could answer some questions.
Alright, we ascend.
Or unless you want to go read the plaque, and then you two could descend. And we could wait.
I don't know.
I'm on team. We have to go catch Granco because we are still
All
chasing.
right.
We are still on a time crunch.
Technically, Jason's
Technically trying
Still
to.
We are
technically
technically
chasing
working.
that guy.
So
If we see
have-
a sentient,
That's why I said we go up, because then we can continue on our main quest.
I like it. I like the.
I can figure out some things, but we can continue on our main quest. So let's
Up we go,
go
yeah.
up.
again buddy system.
buddy system.
You two in the front, us in the.
Again,
Okay.
sword is at its ready.
Yep. Has anybody taken their eyes off the statue?
I have taken my eyes off the
Okay.
statue.
Anybody else?
I mean, what part of the statue? Because we've just been like looking up and down.
Because I'm that
After
curious of the
after
statue, I am not.
After I investigated just for narrative, after I investigated, I literally have not been looking back.
Okay.
I've been just kind of
Like,
told them. And
I told you, I was really wary of how
Yeah.
those cherubs were looking
Yeah.
at the
No, please.
Like, so
Continue.
I'm like one eye on that, because I'm like, that's why I cast Detect Magic. I'm like, nothing's pinging right now, but I'm like,
Yep.
My eyes left to look at the cherubs in relation to it.
Okay.
I'm just really transfixed on the statue.
Okay.
So one out of our two split of our tag teams are having that.
Yeah.
Because again, I'm sword ready, looking at the
Those
statue.
of you that looked away and then looked back at it, I need a perception roll.
So
It's not a save. It's not a save. I'm asking for perception rolls.
Ooh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Base 18 plus 0.
Okay.
I'm 17, so she beat me.
As you get to the next level, it's no longer a greatsword that she is holding. It is now a scythe held in 2 hands.
is it still a great sword for us?
If you haven't taken your eyes off of it, you're still seeing a greatsword.
Okay. Like, Dobrin,
Do
you mention that to me?
Dobrin says a scythe out loud.
So I'm like, what side?
Yeah, and that's when we both go, Scythe, what
What's
are you
that?
talking about?
Guntar wants to make an investigation. No. Guntar's like, ugh. He closes his eyes and looks back.
And you're seeing the same as...
I see a scythe. No, I.
Yeah,
It's still a side to him.
yeah, it's still a scythe to you.
Okay, still a scythe.
Alright, so. I'm
I
like,
take a javelin out, and I'm like, I'm going to throw this at the statue. Oppose?
Oppose!
First of all, Dobrin, what do you mean you see a scythe? I see a great sword in this angel's hands.
He's
I
clearly
see
Did you
a
open your
scythe.
eyes off the statue to look at
How-
him, or are you
how
still
do you-
looking at
I'm
him?
still looking at
How
you.
do you define greatsword? Does it look like a long stick with like a pointy curved?
It might be just the elephant seeing this, but I see a scythe too.
What
I
kind
see a
of
great
Has
blade
my
in front of
detect
me.
magic gone off at all?
No detect magic has gone off.
Oh god. It's like, I really want to throw this javelin.
So, it's freaking me out because I'm not detecting any magic, but they're saying something's changed.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm gonna ask Dobrin, I'm like, Dobrin, have the cherubs changed their weapons?
Dobrin looks at the cherubs.
They have not.
They still look like strange
Little
masked
cherub
bats.
things? But the angel's holding something new.
Dobrin tries to go around the side to see if maybe it looks like a great sword from the other side.
No, it's still
It's still
Oh,
side
okay.
to you.
scythe.
Guys, let's move a little faster.
Does
Varys, have you looked away from it? Is it still a great sword to you?
Still a great sword.
This is-
Alright, guys, let's keep going. Varys and I'll keep watching. You guys
Don't
watch
we look
everything
at,
else.
like,
Let
the
us know if
eyes?
anything else
You
changes.
guys look at everything that isn't the statue.
We got this.
Can we see the eyes
I'm gonna
of the
change
statue
my-
yet?
You could maybe see the eyes from the statue if you looked from here.
I'm gonna change the weapon that's ready from my sword to my bow.
Sure.
Can we not look like we're about to attack it in case for some reason it's tricked into thinking we're friendly?
You're telling me something that I think that it's not. I'm ready to fight.
That's still your die.
That's no big deal.
That's still your die.
The scythe that it's holding, where the sword looked very Boros. Again, this is something that you two would see.
You guys
Yeah,
would have to be
um,
describing this to us.
Yeah, the
Which I would be asking Dobrin, like, please help me.
the shaft of it is just a long handle, but before it turns into the blade, it is almost reminiscent of the Orzhov sun. But where the central piece should be is just a void. So it's just that compass rose star that's attached by its bottom point to the staff itself, and then one of the easterly, westerly, whichever one suits your fancy, comes off into the blade itself of the scythe.
Do you guys see any particular insignia on the greatsword?
I see a Boros greatsword.
Boros?
No, you said it was a Boros.
It's very reminiscent of a Boros, but does not have any of the Boros
Insignia.
livery on it. Yes.
I'm
But
still
did it have
seeing a
any
greatsword.
Orzhov livery on it? Or is it just a plain great sword in the shape of a Boros sword?
It's in the shape of a Boros sword, but it would have had Orzhov livery on it,
Okay.
I'm still
which
seeing
he
the
would
great sword.
which he would have noticed.
Strange. So I tell folks that, and I can't see the eyes at all.
Not from
This angle.
not from this
Let's
angle.
keep moving, guys.
Now you're about midriff level.
Okay.
Can I tell you an old gruel proverb?
Sure, as long as we slowly keep going up.
As long as we keep going up. And
When
guys
you
keep
walk
going
into a
see.
trap, there's two things to do. Walk away or spring the trap.
You want to throw a javelin at it, don't you?
I do.
Yeah.
I do so much.
Let's do it up near the
The head.
Let's
The
do
head.
it less close to the blade, even if it's
Yeah,
a big
let's-
blade.
I like it.
Dobrin, has anything changed from what you saw before?
It
Yeah,
just
we-
looks the way it has been looking.
You guys haven't taken your eyes off of it at all since then.
No, I asked over.
I have taken my eyes off because
Oh, I did the
wasn't sure.
blink thing.
I
So,
was-
so you did look away from it again?
I
Yeah,
kind of
Dobrin's
blinked,
done my eyes
but
for
I
everything
didn't
else
turn.
while I'm on the statue.
I'm just like still
I
ready,
didn't
walking
turn
up the
away.
stairs.
Like
Yeah, I
Dobrin's
looked
like
at the chair.
hand, basically Dobrin. I wanted your hand on like upper
On
hip,
your
like
back.
like yeah, back as my guide because now I'm like, all right, you're leading me.
Alright, so you guys have looked away.
Yeah.
As
So-
Guntar and myself are up front, just like, okay, I'm going, like, what's going on?
As you look back at it again, searching for the eyes, the headdress has changed. It's no longer the crown. It is what looks almost like a pair of wings. Kind of think of Thor's wings on his helmet, but at a kind of a more ostentatious level.
I can imagine that.
They're
Thor's wings meets Loki.
yeah, but there's no head covering. It's just on the sides.
So like
it's a
Hermes wings.
kind of, yeah.
So Thor Ragnarok helmet.
A little, not quite the electric rabbit helmet.
Okay.
But it's the pair of wings that come up, and then the two kind of almost talons that come down and kind of protect the jawline. And then in the center of the forehead is a gold coin instead of the jeweled crown. So it's these wings that are off the sides, and then the jeweled crown. Not like wings, but like, yeah.
He was wearing a crown earlier, right?
You
He
mean
still
the
is wearing a crown.
stars with the two minor? Yeah.
Yeah, still wearing a crown.
So
still
you're
looking
saying
good.
you don't see
Wait.
helmet with wings?
Nope.
You nope.
What do you see? What do you see?
Guntar. Fighting as an nerd.
Guntar, don't
Yeah.
throw the javelin yet.
So it appears that for some reason our
I
eyes
don't think
are
I'd actually
tricking
hit
us.
first off because I'm very poor at
So
dance.
there is either someone in here switching this on us. We're under some kind of spell.
Have we ever thought of talking to it?
Hello, friend. We mean you no harm. We just got lost looking for the Birkins.
As we're all freaking out. Hello!
Fred?
Hi!
Have you seen
Has it-
Birkins?
has
We
it
took a
changed?
wrong turn. We don't mean you any
Has
harm.
it changed
Uh,
since you started talking?
no,
No?
it's
Alright,
still a statue.
like I'm slowly
Just
still
a statue.
like, are we at the top level or do we have more stairs to go?
Are we eye to eye with it yet?
Yeah, as you notice the change of the head, yeah, you guys are getting to be at chest height and head.
So there's no more stairs up.
Right, you're at the top level of where this would be. There is now a dome, a gold dome that's above this that kind of is the same diameter as the cutout in the central area of this rotunda.
In my vision of the statue, can I see what the face is?
It's a angel. Angels in Ravnica are always female.
Do I know said angel?
You do not.
Okay.
So it is not Aurelia as it originally looked,
Okay.
as you originally perceived it to be.
Okay.
So I asked over Dobrin, I'm gonna keep my eye on the statue. Can you start looking, are there doors around us? Are there, where's the exit?
Do I see an exit?
Exit would be the same, on the same side of the room as you had come in originally, 3 floors below.
So we'll have to,
So we'll basically have to get up to the landing of where it was and then exit.
So do I see doors that lead that direction?
Yeah, if you look around, there's that,
alright.
because you still have the
I
light
mentioned
from
that.
your
Yeah,
staff.
still have my light, so. Alright, shifting, keeping on. Guide me.
I mean, I'm still looking at it.
Dobrin's guiding me to the,
Yeah, we walk.
To get to
towards
the other
room.
side of the to where this door is, what's in the middle of that rotunda? What will we be passing?
So in the center of this rotunda is from bust to top of head
Yeah, of the statue.
of the statue, yeah.
And the insignia was now 60 feet all the way back.
What you were trying to read
Yeah.
is now 60 feet to the floor, yeah.
Yeah,
Or
so-
not 60 feet, it would be,
90.
no, it would be 60 feet, you are correct.
Very scary. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no,
there's chink.
yeah, it's 60
Acrobatics
feet.
roll.
Because you came in at about
30 feet.
30 feet,
Yeah,
and you
yeah,
climbed an additional 30.
Yeah.
For sure.
Is this room just as unnotable as the rest of them that we've been in, as far as, we don't see anything different than we've been seeing in every other room?
Right, yeah, it's, so, again, this has just been one cylindrical,
It's the same room, just different levels.
yeah.
So basically, you're guiding me to the door.
Okay.
As both
We
of
get
us
to
are
the
still
door.
looking back at it.
Should we knock? Do you think we should knock? Is it nice to knock?
No.
Would you want to knock?
Let's
if you
just
were
go
in there?
through.
Okay.
At this point, let's just
With what you're telling me, let's just go
let's
through.
listen, shall we? Let's listen. Do I still detect no magic? Haven't, because it's just a constant for 10 minutes, nothing.
Yeah, your detect magic hasn't picked up any
Same with my
magical.
poison or disease.
Yep, same with your poison or disease. There hasn't. Actually, yours is expired.
That's right.
How long it has taken you guys to get from the entrance? Because that's when you pop
Yes,
it.
correct.
You
Correct.
probably lost it about when you entered into the rotunda.
Where I pop mine at the
At the entrance of the rotunda,
Okay.
and yours goes for
10 minutes.
10 minutes as well. Yours would probably expire about halfway down this next hallway.
Okay. I'm gonna actually do a, would it be for listening at the door,
Be a perception.
perception? Alright, I'm gonna do a
Because
perception.
it would be it would in 4 it would have been a listen check, which now is all bundled into perception.
Thank you, that's fine. No.
Oh.
With perception is a 3.
But it was a 1.
Yes.
I'm too focused on
Yeah.
to listen. Dobrin, what do you hear? Because I'm.
Ears still pulled back into a wrap. Oh, it's not a 1.
Is it a 2?
It's a 3.
Oh.
It's a 3.
Yes. Maybe tying my ears back wasn't as helpful as I thought.
At this point, I say Guntar knocked down the door.
Guntar knocks down the door. That would be a strength check. That's a 22.
As a 22, you blow the doors off their
Yeah.
hinges. And there is, it's just clattering and metal hitting the marble floor and
So
wood
much for being
splintering.
discreet.
My eyes are still towards the statue, by the way.
The Orzhov suns that were on the door kind of just skip across the stone floor.
Hey guys, it's open.
Maybe it's at this point that I look towards. I'm still looking at the statue at this point, but after.
And he breaks your concentration.
Yeah, at this point, I'm like, I hear the skipping of the symbols, and I'm like, I'm gonna take a look at this way.
So I'm the only one still looking because I
Yeah.
literally had my haunch turned away. So I'm like, Guntar just broke down the door. So I'm the only one that's seen the original.
Well, if
statue.
they didn't
Yeah.
know we were here, now
Did you
they
turn
do.
back and look at the
I'm gonna
statue?
turn back and look at the statue.
It has completely changed from what you saw to what they are now seeing.
I look at the statue. Fuck!
Do you
Thanks for
roll
not
actually-
believing us.
Yeah, let me roll a perception on.
Or would it be a religion?
Or
Yeah,
yeah.
it'd be another religion
Okay,
check.
I will roll another
An
religion
angel
check.
can see us all in the hallway. Because we don't have
4.
door to close.
Who knows?
I'm scared as shit.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it doesn't have a frightful presence.
It just looks kind of
Because
odd.
we would have had it.
So we don't see anything different.
You guys don't see anything different now. Now she is the only one seeing
The original.
the
I've looked
original.
away 4 times. Now, if I look back, do I want to look back? I'm not looking back. I'm too scared.
This isn't a weeping angel scenario.
Okay, cool.
This is not a
Just
weeping
gonna put
angel
it out
scenario.
there.
Guntar's like, all right, doors open. Like,
Yet.
Fuck!
You've never seen all sorts
Oh,
of
no.
it. Not fully.
For all intents and purposes, let's just assume this is a weeping angel.
Like one eye at a time. Like, this is really mean, guys.
Alright, down the
I
hallway,
think
now
we
that
should
we've
have
gotten the
killed it.
door
I
down.
say we blitz down the hallway as fast as we can.
Quick, while your stuff is still running.
Do I detect any magic coming from the hallway?
No magic from the hallway.
Roll in perception on the hallway.
On the hallway itself.
Yes. To see if there's anything down the hallway.
Is it a hallway?
21.
Is this no?
22, I'm sorry.
More
Of those
against
goddamn
those
cherubs.
goddamn cherubs.
They're all gonna come to life. Kill them.
I look down the hallway, look up. Fuck!
We really need to get past the other set of doors because now we have nothing protecting us from these ugly,
From-
unique-looking statues.
I was
Like
lawfully
nothing's-
abided. Guntar says, very like.
So,
I was lawfully abided.
A man of the law did say for him to knock down the door.
but nothing stirred when it was clattering.
Correct.
Okay. I'm gonna slowly walk backwards. Will I lose line of sight of the statue once I get into the room?
Unless you're backing into the hallway, you are going to lose sight of it.
Oh yeah, no, I'm backing into the goddamn room.
Being very
Yeah,
sarcastic.
it's going to. You're going to lose sight of it when essentially your light ends on it.
How much longer for your light?
This is a really weird setup of a centaur backing her around up and extending her cord to staff to keep a light on the statue. Alright guys, how much further? Because once I lose sight of it, we better book it.
I'm gonna be like Guntar here and occasionally look behind my shoulder to make sure that there's nothing following us.
Okay, I try to open the next door.
All right, so you're already 90 feet to the other door.
Yes, we blitz through this hallway.
Like, I'm like creeping. Like, as soon as they say the door's open and go,
Yeah.
We're fully spooked.
Again, long shadows off of those things make the cherubs look like they're
extra creepy.
extra creepy, looking at you kind of thing. Nothing is following you back.
Okay. So I'm still right at the edge, paused. I'm like, I know if I go any further, I'm gonna lose it. So I'm like waiting for them to tell me the door's open so I can go.
Door's open.
All right.
I was gonna say Guntar door.
All right.
No.
I
guys,
have more than
no.
just the door open.
Guys, what's behind it?
All right, let's go.
You guys can't really see.
I'm
Perception!
Do I
Perception!
smell anything with my trunk? With perception.
This is the worst roll I've done today.
Not
Okay.
bad. Oh, 11.
The smell of death is consistently getting stronger.
It is getting stronger. Okay. Well,
I rolled a 10 for my visual perception.
As you enter in, it's a large rectangular room, almost like a forum. There is a large stained glass that you would have noticed walking up to this building from the outside. Is a large stained glass window that depicts kind of the Orzhov, the whites and purples, gold, things like that, in like almost like a banking sense that like you can't tell if it depicts a person in specific, but it's more of an exchanging of hands, exchanging of coin kind of look.
Okay.
Between what would be like two halved figures
Okay.
in this.
All right. So is everyone going into the?
oh yes, quite
Yes.
readily.
All right.
Closing the door behind us.
And we blitz through this one too.
We close the door nicely behind
I've
us.
got my light still. Like, ow, my eyes.
Yeah, there nothing followed you.
Okay.
Nothing followed you.
I feel like that's a
I'm still being followed.
Nothing followed you.
I'm gonna
Did
take
we
a
hear
double
anything
sleeper.
unique
Or
in
is the light source out?
No, the light source lasts for an hour.
Okay, so light source is in the rectangle room now.
Yep.
Yeah,
yep,
we're in the rectangle room now.
Can
With the you guys close the doors to the hallway as well,
Yeah.
so it's just this
Yeah.
room.
Guntar would take a. Is there a living thing I need to kill? Perception check.
Sure.
Okay, pretty good. 15, 16.
16?
Because I ran through that room, would my detect magic still be up?
I would have
Groaning at my high rolls?
But
No, I didn't roll that 15. Darn you.
No kitten, no kitten, no kitten, no kitten.
No whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy.
No,
Stop!
no, she's like whammy for him. Eating.
No whammy!
An innocent little kitten shows up and mews.
It's Goose.
It's an undead kitten.
No spoilers, man. No spoilers. Some people haven't seen that movie yet.
It's the it's
You
the
said what the name of the cat is.
I know.
it's the
You should leave it there.
what's the cat from Saga, the truth
God.
cat or lies
Oh,
cat or whatever.
what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
it's like the Sphinx cat. That's like you're lying. Liar cat, I think is the name of it. I don't know. But as you enter this room, more of those gilded columns. Each side of the room, as you enter, there's that central stained glass in front of you. To each side of the room is a kind of a squared recess that goes into stairs that feasibly go up and around behind you. Kind of the window itself is kind of a little bit lit from the other side just because of those bioluminescent mushrooms on the other side coming from the square below.
Is there anything that I noticed with my dark vision?
Not so much. Again, more of those creepy ass statues.
Is with these things. Do we see a way out?
There's a
Those stairwells are those.
stairwell there and a stairwell there.
Right or left?
Do they look like they go to the same spot?
Most likely, they're just two different ways up.
What one are we closer to?
You're central.
Oh, central.
All right.
Start walking to the left one.
Alright.
I'm gonna follow Guntar to the left one.
To the left. To the
To
left.
the left.
To the left. To the left. To the left. Yeah, and this stairwell isn't quite the 20 feet wide that it was before when you went down the hallway. It's a little bit narrower, but it's very angled, square, as you are able to kind of go. So you go through and around, and it loops back on itself, almost. Not a full 75 3/4 turn back.
It's like a
Yep. So it's kind of like it goes out and kind of up, but it doesn't loop back. It doesn't double back.
So it's going to a separate platform.
It's more of it's like a 90-degree turn.
Okay, so one platform. So the platform we're on is here, while the other one's like here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah. The stairwell in its entirety makes like kind of a U shape,
Okay.
but it's not making the full 3/4, so that you're coming in on the same direction. You're kind of coming in. You're coming in on the same wall that you left the previous room.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yep.
All right, we going up.
I did.
Continue.
Yes.
To-do. I'm guessing we're going single file at this point because it's a smaller.
or is it still
So, I mean, you can probably fit 2 wide through this one.
There's some goons are in
and
front.
then
Yep.
over-
Eyes and meat in the front, or dark eyes and meat. All right, moving on.
Yeah. As you get up there, it's another one of those square forum rooms. No stained glass this time. But this time there is a grander doorway that would lead back down the hallway that you had entered the floor previous.
But higher.
But again, another 20, 30 feet up from the previous hallway.
Is there any other doorway?
This is the only doorway.
Guess we're going through.
Grandiose it is. I'll attempt to open.
So how long has it been since start, what, 30 minutes or?
Most likely, yeah.
Okay.
Dobrin,
Because you turned it on right when you
Door.
came in. His
Went off
went off.
right as mine started.
Yep.
And mine exited.
So you're probably about 20, 30 minutes into your
With my
light.
passive perception, it's 11, so it's not very high. Would I tell anything different other than it's more ornate than this door?
No.
Nothing. Okay.
Yeah, nothing on this door is much different.
I would like to just do an investigate on the door for if I recognize any traps or anything.
Sleep glyphs.
Sure.
Anything that. That'd be investigate, so insight or investigate, so 9.
9. Nothing.
9.
Nothing on this door that would indicate to you that there's anything nefarious with it.
Are there still some of those cherubs around?
In this room, there's
They're
always.
The answer is always.
Can I roll a religion for those?
I suppose, yeah.
You know
I
nothing.
know nothing.
Yeah, you would expect them to be followers
That's the
of
worst roll I've
the angel that you had.
Oh, I just got chills down my back when you said that.
That was the worst roll that I had
No,
today.
followers of the angel, and I was like, ooh, creepies.
Well, now that I also know that it's not a fucking angel. Well, it is an angel.
Maybe an angel of despair.
Well, probably not an angel of life. It definitely does not have life link.
Horror's all about life, but they also celebrate some other things.
Yes, they do. Yes, they
Well,
do.
they celebrate.
Binding contracts during death! Coming to you!
They celebrate a
live
different
from
kind of
National
life.
Bank.
Yep. So how do you guys want to proceed?
Let's just go through the door.
Yeah.
let me just listen really quick.
Yeah, can we have our listeners take a
Anything
listen?
obvious on the other side? Perception.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's a 12.
Nothing on the other side of this
Alright,
door.
well,
that
let's
you're
go
hearing.
right through.
No, because like, check, I didn't find anything with the door, now I'm gonna listen behind the door, see how I do. Nope.
Nope.
Alright, guys, nothing's wrong with this door. Let's go right
Guntar does not smash, he just tries to open the door.
Nicely.
I was about to say
Like
two
Viggo
dark
Mortensen in Two Towers.
Oh, yes! Yes! Oh, my hair whips a little bit. I don't have hair,
You
but
don't
No, that
if
one,
he did.
no, that
Ears
OVA
whipping.
for Helsing Ultimate, where they just
Yeah.
like they just stand there.
My
doors
eye
open.
patch shifts.
You
a
must
tad
be
bit.
the Belmont. Yeah, you as you open these doors, it's different than the hallways that you had been in previously.
Another hallway.
It's another long hallway, but this time it's not doors on either side. It is almost like a bridge that you're walking across. It's not open. It is covered with windows, stained glass that goes all the way down towards the other end, softly glowing because of the mushrooms outside.
So, this is basically the covered walkway in Minneapolis, but fancier.
Yes,
Skyway.
yeah, it's essentially
It's a skyway.
Skyway if Minneapolis was built during the French Baroque period.
Oh, one of the hanging arches we shall. Oh, yeah. Yes, I don't know why I'm a 1920s gangster.
You also do notice that there are no cherubs in this room.
Huzzah!
That's the least creepy thing about a collapsible
I
bridge
take- I
I've
take
seen
a-
all
I
day.
take a breath of relief.
Guntar's not gonna take. No, he is. We're kidding.
Do we see it?
The standard. Who am I gonna kill?
Yeah,
Perception
for-
check. Sorry. Nope. 4.
No,
Four.
no.
Can I roll a perception on the stained glass? Are there images on the stained glass? First of all.
Yeah. There are.
Can I roll perception to figure out to see who they might be?
You can roll a perception on them, yes.
12.
They're pretty.
They are.
It's lots of depictions of like transactions and contracts, coinage.
Nothing religious or
Nothing
historical.
overly religious. The Orzhov symbols interspersed.
The religion of money.
Yeah.
Cream. Cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money. $1 bill, y'all.
Dollar bill, yeah.
Dollar bill, y'all.
Yeah. As you guys, as the group continues down the hallway, again, it's the same, about the same length as all of the other hallways that you've been in. You end up at, again, an identical set of doors that you had entered at the back.
But no doors have slammed like the very first set.
No.
Still feel like we're trapped in here, but
All right, Guntar opens. We're not gonna. I'm already opening it. I've already opened
instead
it.
of
I've already
opening,
opened it.
I'm just going to peer through the door.
As you open the door, please roll me perception checks, those of you with heightened senses.
That'll be a natty.
So,
Nice.
okay, so cool.
No other rolls needed.
Oh, hide. Oh, okay. Why?
20?
Yeah.
1?
No, 2.
2?
Okay.
So a total of 5.
19.
19. The Loxodons are very attuned to this. As that door opens, the stench of death just rolls through that door. Even the little bit that he's opened it, it's just,
Your trunks have gone.
yeah. You've got, ooh, it's dead!
Do we see anything in there?
I've just only peered it open just a bit, just
Yeah.
to take a look
The room
through.
is very, very dark from what you can see, but you can see it almost looks like a gallery as you open the door just that little bit.
I think we found.
Like,
This
I
is the
take the
deadest.
light up close to the edge where he's peered it in. Peer in. Do I?
So with that light now, can I see further?
You can see further into the room. It's again more of that gallery, kind of up raised off the floor.
Is there anything within the gallery that I noticed? Like
The gallery of art or stained glass?
Yeah, like that.
No, like gallery, like
Living pictures?
no
Okay,
gallery.
what?
Would you shut up? Y'all were wondering who I was gonna kill tonight. That's a secret that'll help us for later. It's a tool that'll help us for later.
Here's a hint. It's me.
Yeah, right. Now, how far do you have this door?
Like about that. Just
So
enough.
you're not seeing much of
Anything.
anything.
Just
Like,
enough
I
that I
sh-
can
I
kind of like
shoved the
take just a
quarter-
little bit of a look like
Like
this.
the corner.
Yeah, you're not gonna be
Like
able
a 40,
to see.
like 45.
You're not going to
45.
see much of anything from there.
Okay,
You can
well-
just see that it's raised.
And the death intensifies.
The death definitely intensifies.
Heavy breathing intensifies.
Guntar's smile intensifies.
I look back to see Guntar with a giant smile on his face, and I can already perceive that it's not a good time.
After you, Varys.
Dobrin.
I back up with my light source back to Dobrin.
I slowly shut the door.
Oh no, I was gonna talk into it. We have to go through here.
I know we
You
have to
can't
go-
just wuss out now.
I agree with the Loxodon.
I mean, would you like to go back through the entire haunted, not haunted ass bank
No.
and find a different way to the surface?
No, I just shut it so that we can at least gather what kind of information that we have right now, because I'm pretty sure the Loxodons know what's going on.
Dobrin opens the door again.
Just
No,
opens.
Dobrin like cracks it again and is like, "Excuse me, we got lost looking for Birkins.
We got really lost on our way to
Is
Earth.
anyone home?
Why have you gone?
I just told you we got lost.
Okay. This
Fucking do it!
this is just old man Dobrin. Hello. Sorry, I'm a senile old man. That's immediately what I'm picturing right now.
I I'm just like,
Did anyone else hear the "Why have you come"?
yeah, because I'm
Yeah.
on the door next to you. I'm like,
We all heard. I'm sure we all heard it, which is why Barris is going,
Everyone
fucking
just
do
like,
it!
collectively shat their pants, and I'm just like arguing with them.
no, I told you we're lost. Like,
We mean you no harm. But who is this?
You do not belong here.
no.
Yes, we're trying to leave. Actually, could you help us leave?
That's the worst phrasing of that sentence. You could add something that wants to kill us.
I kicked the door open. To see what
Just so
we
you know,
actually-
leaving
So-
does not mean
so-
dying.
Guntar kicks the door open,
I'm like,
and the doors fly open. Your light comes
I'm
in.
still like just kind of
This-
crouched down. I'm just saying.
let
You
me
see this? I will reiterate, as I did at the top, this means I control your life. Or lack thereof.
So you want me to roll down? Got it. Okay.
I would like you to roll a death
Progress.
save. As you... Was that above or below a 10?
It's above.
Okay. As the doors swing open, it is a octagonal room with about 15 feet up to a gallery, which I would hope all of you would know the medieval terms of a gallery.
I'm blanking right now.
Okay,
That
who
was
has
a
been to
long-
medieval times? Or knows of the medieval times?
Okay, so it's like
It's seating.
Okay, so
it's
like
gallery seating.
we're thinking of Night Tales.
Yes,
Okay, got
Knight's
it,
Tale.
got it,
Yeah.
got it. Cool,
Still,
cool,
thank
cool.
you. I'm
Okay.
thinking art gallery here because we're in a bank.
I'm with her on
It's
that.
not a museum.
Family office
Yeah,
style
but
gallery.
the banks
Got it,
have
got it.
fucking like walls of art.
They do. And it's the words off. They would.
Like it's a giant bank. They're gonna have art.
Okay, so it is a gallery as you come in. There are
just a bank.
actually near the tops of the gallery. Near the tops of these seatings is for those of you that are more inclined towards the Kingdom Hearts fandom, almost throne-like around. There are large columns that are thrown above this gallery seating, and the light kind of dims as it gets kind of towards these where these seats would be, and that is where we are going to stop for our break. We will be right back, part 2,
Part 2.
in about 5 minutes. 5 minutes. 5 minutes on the clock, please.
This many.
This many. Oh, hey. We're back. Hi.
Hello.
Welcome back. These are all the same people that were here before.
Or is it?
Or is it? Or have I replaced them?
Was that even the same person?
This is
I
Logan.
thought
What
you
are
and
you
you.
talking about?
Yeah, no.
Has anything on my person changed since you last looked at me?
I am your internet fiend, Barton of Rivet City Limited.
I'm internet's worst enemy.
Yeah, you are. Alexa, how do I cancel somebody else's stream?
Whambit. Whambit. We need to go play Whambit some more.
We need to play more Rabbit. But that's not for tonight. Tonight is for exploring this new space that has opened itself unto you, or that you have opened unto yourself.
This is definitely a bank.
It is the same shape as this, more hexagonal than octagonal. I misspoke. You guys kind of came in kind of here, and then there's like these kind of throne spires that are interspersed amongst the gallery. The light from Arcadia's staff gets kind of all of the bleacher seating, which lights up that, but you can't quite see to the seats of these raised thrones.
Is there how actually for the inside of this hexagon area,
Yes.
how much of it is actually open space? Like, are we like halfway through the open space? Are we towards the bottom? Or
You are at the bottom.
Okay.
You are at the bottom of this space.
Okay. So there is a floor.
The floor is actually recessed a bit too. It's about 2-3 steps down into another like hexagonal pit below.
Okay. I'm gonna roll for perception in the area, especially on the floor.
Dobrin also just asked, "What's your name?"
That too. That too. We, oh God, do not deal with names.
Who do we know that doesn't deal with
Yeah,
Seriously.
I'm Guntar of the Lone Tusk Horde, you faceless thing. Show yourself.
Show yourself. You don't even need to have a perception to see this.
Okay.
This is going to get us.
Oh, this is most certainly going to get you murdered.
Fuck.
As you announce yourself and call out whoever may be here, the seats seem to fill with almost an ethereal black miasma.
Meow.
I'm gonna die from just these puns.
As these black robed figures, black robes, gold ornamentation on them, they kind of come in and take their seats in this gallery. It's not packed, but there are quite.
It's a full house.
It's a full house. Full house.
You know, I just realized that I'm still dressed as a ninja.
Everywhere you look.
Do we see any doors to the outside in here?
The only door that's apparent to you is the one you just came through.
Also, side note, I just remembered that I'm dressed as a ninja.
Yes, you are dressed as a ninja.
I totally forgot that I was dressed as a ninja.
As this fills in, that whisper comes back. We are the Orzhov. As they all kind of fill in.
Well, that'll be it for us. We'll leave you alone.
Great accent, man.
How fucked are we right now?
Is this you asking or is this Varys acting?
This is me asking.
Depends on how you want to play this.
Was I successful in like closing the door?
Are you just backing out, leaving the three of them inside?
Oh, well, as soon as I see that they're not coming, I'd stop.
I'm just like,
I'm like trying to understand what the fuck's going on.
Once more, we mean no harm.
I don't.
What can we do to minimally offend you?
I think we've offended them by just coming in here, Dobrin.
No, I like this. Keep going.
My question stands.
There is kind of again, that stench of death is just
wafting.
These robed figures kind of whisper among themselves, which is almost cacophonous. And they all not snap their attention to you, but they all turn back towards the center of this room. State your terms.
Sir, look, we just need to get out of here.
We are alive, all of us, and
What?
out of here. Those are my terms.
We're just trying to make it back to the... not here. We're trying to make it above. We got here by accident. We just are trying to get out of here.
There is none above the Orzhov.
We need physically back to the zone of sunlight.
You are the highest, as you just stated. We would just like to, underneath, below you, not be in your way. That'd be.
Would like to point out I am not a Boros. I'm a ninja.
This one attempts to deceive.
What, me? No.
This one's a moron. Ignore him.
He's a jokester. He's a jokester. Don't. I stopped listening to him a long time ago.
No, what, me? No.
Dumbass.
What are your terms?
Probably to kill us.
Can you?
Can you shut
Does
up?
anyone have a silence spell?
No, it-
I don't have spellcasting.
Collateral for safe passage. What do you require as collateral?
I like gold.
I have some javelins.
I take the 50 gold the 50 Xenos that was collected or earlier in the day, or I guess
From the
lockbox.
The safe house. Okay.
I take that 50 and I toss it at the feet of the council. I say, will this earn us passage?
I'm dead.
Perhaps.
They don't talk.
We will let for she to decide.
She.
Fuck.
Out of character, I really did miss
We will let for she to decide.
Horseshoe. Thank you.
Well, grant us that audience. I've paid my price.
And as you say that, as Guntar says that, you hear almost like a fluttering of heavy wings. As
the statue, isn't it?
the statue is literally
Underneath us.
below you, about
The floor just opens.
60 feet below you from where you are, about 60 feet straight down from where you are. So it would be impossible for this to be the statue. But
There's where it is!
please let me know how you're. Let me know.
Hush.
No.
How,
I'm scared is what I am.
He can't even right now.
he can't. Yeah, no. Clearly, he's got odd because he can't even.
Not my first rodeo.
And from the central highest throne of this gallery, the statue you saw 60 feet below you,
They all saw.
they all saw the statue that you saw 60 feet below you descends from this throne, but much shorter, about 10 times shorter, about 6 foot tall.
Which version of the statue?
The one that us three saw.
Okay.
Yeah, the scythe wielding version of the statue. Black.
So this is new to me.
Yeah, black hair.
Well, not necessarily. You were.
No, I turned it. I never looked back.
Yeah, but
Dobrin
you were-
matter
but-
Dobrin
but-
matter of factly is like, that's what the statue looked like.
Okay.
Well, because you were describing the statue to me.
No, but I never physically saw.
Well, okay.
As the angel's descending, I'm gonna take a step forward. Like not like just to like, I guess announce the presence. I suppose.
Sure. Yeah, she is very much the same, but in a living form. The staff has a black handle, the gold Orzhov symbol on the end of it with the scythe blade, that also in gold. Black raven wings, very pale, gray, stone, almost stone-colored complexion. Gold everywhere, obviously.
Oh, I'm not right.
Yeah, pretty much. She has kind of a off the back is kind of again one of those Orzhov suns, kind of as a piece of the raiment that she is wearing. Just gold in the front, black on the sides, with kind of flowing dress with like leg cutouts like at the thighs almost. But that is, what looks like Orzhov coins in a belt, linked together at the edges. And then wrapped around one hand, a gold chain that ends in a Orzhov locket.
I stand and I said, again, I am Guntar, the Lone Tusk Horde. Who am I speaking to?
One of those that deals in the accountants of the Orzhov.
Ah. Money, transactions, things I myself am rather naive about. My search much more has to do with power than gold.
As are most of the mortal plane.
It was quite clear that you're very powerful. That does not take a keen mind to find out. Me and my friends, we seek a way out. How can we make that happen?
Considering the correct payment. If not, it can't be.
One moment, please. Just very respectfully. I'm gonna look and be like, yo, I just gave him all the cash I had, so, yeah.
Maybe ask what correct payment is, then we can figure it out from there.
He gets really regal. As regal as you're gonna see Guntar ever probably try to be. His name your price so that we may pay it.
Let's call it payable on terms.
Name the terms.
Terms?
What terms? Speak the terms. That sounds more like Guntar.
If we are to let you pass, our terms would be paid upon, say, the unfortunates of your death.
This still stays with this centaur, so that's what's going through Arcadia. Is that like?
Well, mind you, I'm relatively young for my kind. You might have to wait some time to get payment on that.
Though someone as reckless as yourself, I may not have to wait long.
Aye, got a point there.
Do we have to sit through like a video?
How about I make a counter proposal? Send out a champion. One champion. To fight bears. Send out a champion of equal strength. And once we show our meth, if you take one, take it. If you take my life, send a champion, you take my life, you have my soul. If you're not, we defeat your champion, let us go. What say you?
That is agreeable.
I know already better.
As to the terms of this combat, are we to assume that it will be the 4 or singles combat?
I'm ready to scrap. Are y'all?
With all due respect, I think our terms were that all of us left with our lives.
Correct.
I'm not trying to give my soul up at all. So if I'm gonna have to give my soul, it's going to be at a
Could we
dead
give
body.
you all of our money, all of our gold, all of our whatever? You know, are you into weapons? I have some javelins.
This one, and she holds out her free hand to
Guntar.
Guntar, has already agreed.
Single combat, and I walk forward.
Very well.
Heal me, please, before I start. I need 2 HP. Thank you. All right, 26. Got
I
it.
also cast light on him, so there's a light source
Cool
going.
beans.
Varys raises his hands, make it a duos.
Ah. Smile just gets wider on Gutsar's face.
So I make Guntar a light source. Your armor is glowing, so
Yeah.
you don't have a disadvantage of suddenly my light going out in the
Sweet.
room.
Sweet.
Okay.
If I'm gonna put my chips in, I'm gonna put them all in.
We're gonna die. We're gonna die.
I know we're gonna die!
Didn't
Fine,
get
fine.
you because you do have dark in case the light does get snuffed.
Yes,
But Guntar needs all the light he can get.
Yes, I can.
that's fine. I'm missing 4 health.
Now, let it be stated that if I fall, my friends go. Oh, if we fall, our friends go. You have your souls. You have your payment. We have your word?
Agreed.
Agreed. I step forward.
And she kind of takes wing and backs up.
I come to Gutar's side.
Okay.
Are you at max?
I'm missing 4.
I need a dexterity from Arcadia and Dobrin, please.
Just a flat.
Just a dexterity check.
Max is 14. I can't.
What kind of check is
Just
this?
dexterity.
Yeah,
Flat
I
dex.
suppose.
This isn't
You should've
like
done- you
charm
should've
or
took it.
fright.
It's all good.
Dexterity.
It's all good.
11.
It's all good.
11.
It's all good. It's all good.
18.
18?
Natural 18.
Okay, you guys are fine. You guys are actually levitated back to the edge of the stair, where the stairs descend into this
Pit.
area. And actually, there is a ring that a kind of almost purplish black.
If I had my detect magic up, it'd be flary.
It would flare up. There would be a almost like black flames ring the area that in the center of this. You guys have about 4 feet, so you're kind of turned a little bit, but you have about 4 feet of buffer between the stairs and the wall, which is just kind of wood planking up to the galleries. For the two of you, you guys are in the center of this area, and it's doesn't with the light that's on Varys, it's on Guntar. You know, it doesn't seem like it gets darker. It almost seems like it almost brightens. Just
Brightens.
like the light doesn't brighten, just the area
Yeah.
kind of brightens just because of that.
Kind of like
that-
spotlight.
not spotlight, but the flame kind of, even though it's dark, that flame kind of brings it up just a
Yeah.
little bit. It's that black flame with purple, like the hot, where the hotter parts of the flame would be, it's actually glowing like a purple color. And as you guys are in that area now,
So they can't see us anymore, or can they still see
they
us?
can still see you.
Okay, I just want to make sure it wasn't like
Yeah, no, they're not encased in anything.
okay.
This isn't a shadow duel.
This, I will
Shadow
send,
Rift.
I will send your ass straight to the shadow.
I'm just gonna continue to just make myself even more weeb.
Yeah, just
The weave is strong.
the weave is strong.
I'm digging myself a hole, I don't care.
Yep.
I've already dug myself a hole.
All right,
I'm
let's
making
do
this a
this,
duos.
Leroy.
And the what is sent from the gallery that descends in is one of these black robed figures with the gold ornamentation, and flanked on either side of him is one of these cherubs. One with the feathered wings and one with the
Batwings.
bat wings. Both with the gold masks on them. And I believe that signifies a time that we would like to call initiative.
18.
Fuck!
4.
4.
Oh, are we all doing initiative?
No, I was reading it out.
Oh, okay.
I'm dead. Like,
No, it's just
You don't know that yet.
I'm kidding me?
With that attitude.
Not with that attitude.
I just rolled a 1
So,
as
I
I,
mean,
just volunteered
hon-
myself to go battle.
The initiative's probably the best time for that
To
to
do the one,
happen.
Yeah,
Like,
honestly.
Yeah.
you want to go last sometimes. Like, if something happens with the mob, you can bring it back.
I don't like my luck though. Felt very lucky today, no I don't.
I'm just going to, out of character, give you some of my Loxodon serenity. You cannot be moved.
Unless you want to be moved.
You are calm. You are in control.
I'm not cold. I'm not cold.
I think this was the biggest way I could ever play my flaw ever. I am so
I like how
confused.
Dobrin and I are just like, you know what? Light.
We should
heal.
read this. We should read this for the class at the end. At the end of the day.
Alright, so there
Yep.
is our order.
Okay.
Let's see. Let me get this last one here.
Kind of nervously shaking. Just
I-
a tad.
I didn't
Just a
know.
tad. Just a tad.
Give me just a moment here, guys.
Let's start a poll. Who thinks I'm going to die? Please vote in the
Do say
chat.
do it honorably. Let's go.
I turned to
Send prayers, thoughts and prayers.
Yeah, right?
thoughts and prayers.
1 for I'm gonna die, 2 for I'm gonna die very hard, 3 I somehow make this out alive.
Maybe.
I turned to
You might. Who
Dobrin and I
knows?
was like, well, either way, we get to leave, so
Oh wow.
Yeah, I mean, technically,
May
yes.
no lives.
technically yes.
Alright. So first in the order is Guntar.
Guntar would like to bonus action rage. Or how far away is he first off?
They are, so if you kind of think of it as like a half and half kind of
Mhm.
thing, with it being 30 feet
Yeah.
across.
30 foot total? Yeah.
30 feet total from flat end to flat end.
Yeah.
You guys are you're about 5 feet in, they're about 5 feet in, there's about
So
20
it's
feet.
20
between-
I can just get to him with a movement.
About 20 feet between you, yep.
Okay, bonus action rage.
Sure,
Last one that I have.
sure.
Then I can't do the turn to bear. Sprinting toward him, and I would like to recklessly attack the big black robed guy.
Sure.
Reckless attack. That is not very good. 9 plus 6, so that is a 15 to hit.
15 to hit?
Yes, sir.
That does hit.
15 does hit. Wow. Good thing I raged. Ooh, starting off nice with 12 on the die, plus 2 for the rage, so that is 16 damage
16 damage?
on a first hit.
And that's slashing?
That is a great axe, so I'm guessing slashing, yes sir.
Alright.
And I turn, and I have a smile on my face, and I'm like, what did you got? That's my turn. I'm gonna die.
You're gonna die, I'm gonna die.
I know, but I'm gonna die with you.
As you slash into it, it
Mhm.
reaches out and kind of a bony, withered hand appears from the sleeve of this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I'm guessing a 12 does
12
not
does not hit. My AC is 15.
Alright. The two little cherubby dudes,
Mm-hmm.
they kind of zip out because they've got the wings. They zip out towards Varys.
Fuck.
Let's see. We will need a 20 to hit.
AC is 14.
AC is 14. Well, alright.
Well, guys, it's been nice knowing you.
You don't know that yet.
I do know that.
You don't know that yet.
6 damage, please.
Okay. I'm at 4.
We're good.
Alright. Varys,
Yes.
your turn. You have two of these winged beasties on you. that just reek of rot.
So
You are a creature you can do with healing word, by the way, or healing. Is it healing word for yourself?
Cure Wounds does work on myself, but I did use it before and we did not rest at all, so I don't think I have it. Okay.
For which?
How many
Cure Wounds.
No, you haven't had a rest since.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I unfortunately.
You're out.
I'm sorry.
It's all good.
I'm dead. I'm totally dead.
I got an
So the cherubs are still around me?
Yep, there you have like, yeah,
Care
one on either
full
side
of
of you.
attack of opportunities.
Yeah, well, I mean, thankfully I have 2 weapon fighting.
Yep.
And thankfully I also have 2 short swords.
There you go.
So I'm going to.
Sounds like a plan.
Can I attack both of them at the same time with that?
Do you have 2 weapon fighting? or
Yeah, I have 2
attack?
I have 2 weapon fighting and I do have 2 short swords on me.
So, yes, you can attack each one.
Okay.
It will be at disadvantage for each since you're attacking 2 different targets.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's 2 attacks on one or 1
Okay.
attack on
Yep.
So just
You
remind
can either have a flat roll for each attack on one, or have disadvantage for each attack on the 2 of them.
No, it'd be the second one would just be disadvantage.
The second one will be disadvantage, yes.
So statistically, it'd probably just be best to attack one.
Statistically.
Okay, so I'll roll to hit 1. And it is 20, right?
Yes.
Okay. Then I'm rolling it twice because it is 2 weapon fighting, correct?
Let's work with 1 attack first.
One attack at a time.
Okay.
5.
And then I need to do 1d6 of piercing.
No,
No?
it's
No.
5 plus 5, so you rolled a total of 10.
So 10, yep, so 10.
Does not hit.
Fuck. I'm dead. I'm
So-
dead.
So do you
You still have your
you
second.
say 10.
So, yeah, I'll do that this time.
On the same one? Or
Yes.
Okay.
so
Okay,
that-
20.
20, that absolutely hits.
Okay. Now, at this point, do I do the 1d6 piercing?
Yep.
1d6 plus your dexterity modifier, I believe, is what you're using.
Okay, so.
Because it's a versatile weapon.
Okay, so. Okay. And then plus my total dex?
No, your modifier.
My modifier? 8.
8?
Yeah.
8 total?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm dead. I'm so dead.
If you think like that, you will be.
Ah.
Think positive.
Guntar.
Goons are point sides. Alright, I'm gonna swing first. Recklessly attack the dude. I'm not gonna try to mohawk. 17 plus 6 to hit, so 23 to hit.
That hits.
Sweet. D12 is a 9 on the die plus 4, so 13
13.
damage.
Alright. He is still up.
Alright, with my bonus action, I'm just going to count to the, hey you, little birds, come fight something big. It's my turn.
Alright. The cloaked figure again reaches out to touch you again.
Yep.
Um,
And I recklessly attack, so he has advantage. Just making
He
sure.
has
You,
advantage?
okay, just making sure you know that. His reckless attack.
Alright. I'm guessing 18 hits.
18 does hit.
18 absolutely hits.
18 absolutely hits.
Alright, give me a moment here.
We're dead.
Probably.
We're dead.
I'm playing the character as it was designed.
There you go.
If it goes out dying, he's gonna go out dying.
You're gonna take.
We should probably tell the Dragon Council we need 2 new members when we get back.
Probably.
You're gonna take 10 damage.
10 damage.
Also,
Yes, sir.
reduce your maximum.
Oh,
No,
I get half because what type of attack is it?
This is a 10 damage necrotic.
I do not get half on that.
No, you
so
do
I get,
not. It is not a physical
okay,
attack.
sweet. I'm at 8.
You are at 8.
At 8
Total.
total.
Yes, you cannot go up.
Cool beans.
Alright.
For
We're
each
dead.
HP.
For his HP, it is necrotic.
Yes.
Until 1 long rest, doesn't it?
Correct. Until long rest.
Gotta win this fight. It's cool
Yeah.
beans.
Gotta win this fight.
How's the dude looking, by the way? Do I get any visual on it?
There's no.
No.
There's
Cool beans.
there's cuts through
Sweet.
the robing.
Mhm.
Was there anything that I had done to that sheriff when I attacked it? Like, did I notice anything with it?
Not that you noticed. You mean you sliced it, but it didn't cut through. They will attack you. And they both miss horribly.
Oh my thank God!
Who is your god?
Fucking
One of the angels, though.
one of them.
Okay, alright, that's acceptable.
Are the cherubs around me still, or do they go to Gunter?
Yeah, they just attacked you, so
They
you
just
got
attacked
to
you.
Yeah,
come
they're,
back.
they're still locked with you.
Did they move? Did they have to move to attack him?
They did not this time, no. They moved up
'Cause
to
it sounded
him
like-
previously.
Oh, so he would have gotten an attack of opportunity?
No, they weren't engaged with.
Okay.
They weren't.
It's when you leave engagement.
Yeah, they broke off and came
Just
around.
approached.
As I guess I'll just 2 up in fighting the one that I attacked before
Sure.
again. Okay, that's 21.
21? Yes, absolutely.
Okay. It's plus my dex, right?
If
Or
not,
my
yeah.
mod. That would be a 9 of piercing.
9 of piercing?
Yeah.
Alright.
And then go for the second one. Okay, that is what? That is 13. 13.
I believe so. Give me a moment. Yes, 13 does hit.
Okay. And another 9 of piercing.
Another 9 of piercing?
Yes.
Alright. Guntar.
Guntar,
Save me!
who was looking, went from 100% healthy to all of a sudden
He feels like his life force was just like sucked out of him.
Just, you see something's definitely not right in the crowd.
Your life sucked
And
away from me.
he smiles at the thought. Then he turns. If you take me, I'm going reckless attack at the shadowy figure. That would be a 18 plus 6 to hit for the rage, so 24 to hit.
Absolutely.
All right. That is 14 damage. It's a 10 on the die.
10 on the die, 14 damage total.
14 damage total.
That is enough to, your axe comes down and catches it kind of where its neck should be, and it lets out this banshee-like scream. It's that like Nazgul-ish, like that raspy yell scream as you cut through it. But as you cut through it, it just crumples into a cloth and kind of just dusts beneath the weight of the axe.
And really, with as aspirator, look at the thralls and say, "You're next."
And one of them will oblige you.
Okay.
The devil-winged one comes up and has its javelin and tries to stab at you and just misses.
Cool.
And that.
The other one swings at
The one
Varys.
The one that left his engagement.
does invoke attack of opportunity.
So you
correct.
can,
Okay.
it's just one hit, right?
It's just one right now.
So
Yes.
you can roll your.
Plus attack bonus would be 21.
21 absolutely hits.
Roll your.
Would be a 6 of piercing.
6 piercing.
Yes.
All right. So as you go to attack this one that is leaving, the other one actually gets in front of your blade and
Okay.
takes the hit. As the other one flits off towards Guntar. So you actually hit the one
You've been hitting.
that you have not been hitting.
Oh, so the one
The
that
damaged
was injured
one
with
was
the-
going after Guntar. Yes.
Oh, okay.
As
you
an
said that-
aside, I would say that I think that's slightly unfair. That would have needed to be announced before that, but no, I'm not saying that.
I'm trying to make this.
I'm trying to make this interesting.
I'm trying to get out of this alive.
That's fair.
You die next week.
Confirmed, Varys is dead this week.
Yeah, rolls back to Guntar.
Guntar recklessly attacks the thrall that attacked him.
Oh, wait, no, sorry, Varys.
Oh.
Oh, yes.
Varys. You have the one that
The one that
just
blocked
took
it.
the hit, yeah.
Then I
that just tanked for his butt.
then I will 2-weapon fight that one.
Injured.
12.
That hits.
I'm amazed. 5 piercing.
5 piercing.
And then the second one, it is a 13 to hit.
Yes.
And then is a 9 piercing.
Alright. Guntar.
Guntar will now recklessly attack the whatever they think, the cherub that approached him.
Sure.
16 plus a lot, plus 6, so 24 to hit.
Yeah.
22 to hit.
Yeah,
Cool
absolutely.
beans. 7 plus 4 is 11 damage.
And as your great axe comes into this guy, you catch it, and again you catch it like at the neck,
Mhm.
and because this is a smaller creature, you cut right through it. And as you cut through it, it doesn't dust like the specter you fought. This falls and just hits the floor with a wet thud, and it's just black on the inside, and it's just leaking onto that white marble, just black ichor out of the body of this thing, and that stench of rot is even stronger now.
With the only eye that Guntar has that works. He looks up from the black ichor and he looks up at the last one and he's, come get your medicine.
He's hacking and whacking and hacking.
So yeah, it's going to see its buddy fall over. Varys, I suppose, get a free attack.
I will get a free attack. This time I'm going to use my longbow.
You're in melee range.
Melee?
So
Okay,
you
melee.
cannot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is 16 to hit.
16 hit, absolutely.
Okay. Then it is a 4 piercing.
All right. This thing flits up at Dobrin.
Or Guntar.
Or Guntar.
Whoa!
And remember, it's,
Whoa!
I recklessly attacked.
Yep. So it gets advantage.
Yes, sir.
Bwomp, 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 bwomp.
Ooh.
15 armor class.
Misses wildly and hits Dobrin. Dobrin enters combat.
Is there anything I can do to possibly save Guntar?
Well, thankfully, it's slashing damage.
Mm-hmm.
So
I get half.
you get half. So
Mhm.
at that half, you're taking 6.
Yep. Cool. I'm at 2.
Still standing.
Still standing.
Is it
100%.
now? Is it still in melee range, or is it now?
It's in melee range
Guntar.
of Guntar.
Now for me though.
No, it is out of melee range for you. So you can run up on it and try to stab it.
I'm going to longbow it.
Okay? Good luck.
Oh god, sorry, Guntar.
That is a 21 to hit.
21 to hit, absolutely.
And that would be one. And so with this, am I still using my dex mod for this?
Yes, because you're aiming.
That is a 5 piercing.
5 piercing. Your arrow hits it, but it's not enough to bring it down. Guntar.
Biggest smile you've seen Guntar have yet. Just the brim of death. The idea of this battle is raging in his head. He recklessly attacks the thrall with a 19 plus 6.
Yes, sir.
D12, that is a 2. Oh, that stinks. 6 damage.
How would you like to do that?
Guntar would like to embed his axe halfway through and then take one ring and rip it off. Take the other ring and rip it off.
Okay, as you get your hands on it, this thing is like impossibly cold. Like it is dead. Like it's not stone. This thing is leathery. It is just withered. This is the devil winged one,
Ooh.
and It's leathery and cold. You know when you let your hand sit out of circulation for a while and you just touch it, it just feels that numb
Yeah.
and that numb, cold, clammy feeling. That's what this thing feels like when you grab onto it. It is made of flesh.
Oh.
This thing is like physically disgusting. Like, if you were to pick up one of those like Sphinx hairless cats, but if it was just stone cold. Yeah.
As I throw the corpse of the cherub on the ground.
You're just clapping from the gallery.
Yay!
I'm gonna make my way over to Guntar and actually check up on him.
Guntar's rage ends, and you see him almost falter to one knee,
And that
but he doesn't.
I try to at least make
But he
sure they
doesn't.
try to catch him.
He kind of pushes he's too prideful to take the hand, and he looks up. Well, at least we gave you a show, eh?
I whisper to him, at least we're not dead.
And the angel looks at you too, and not quite the outcome I was hoping for, but Barzov debt is always paid.
In my head, just slightly, to show respect.
And she kind of waves a hand, and the bodies of the cherubs are kind of whisked away into nothing.
Is the arrow still there?
The arrow leaves itself behind. These when she kind of whisks them away, that same black and purple flame kind of engulfs and just kind of immolates those. And then as she waves the other way, the cloak of the figure that you were fighting and all the dust around it is kind of just dissipates, but it leaves behind this dagger that leaves behind. It's kind of a silvery color. The two of you can see this because you're right there next to it.
Works like.
But as this silver dagger almost has a sinewy aspect to it, it seems like, but it's silvery, almost prismatic as it hits the light. Kind of has like, you can see, almost like you can see slightly beneath the surface that it has these square clefts beneath the surface of the knife.
So it's a business knife.
Kind of, yeah, it's kind of Bismuth-ish. Bismuth-esque.
Like that one business knife I saw the knife guy make.
Yeah, but it doesn't, if it were to be touched, it doesn't melt immediately. It doesn't melt at all. It's a solid piece of metal.
Can I call dibs?
Absolutely, if you would like to call dibs.
I bend down and pick up the arrow, not the knife,
Okay,
and I pocket it.
okay, so you
I call dibs.
call dibs.
No, I swapped that out for one of the weapons that I currently.
No, it's an item that you can carry.
Oh, item?
You don't,
Okay.
you don't have to swap it out for
Yeah,
any.
you don't have inventory weapon
Yeah,
slots
yeah, it's an
Okay.
item that's just on you.
in
now.
your inventory.
Okay.
I'm writing down Vera's arrow on my inventory.
All right, that's totally fine.
I'm just gonna write in here, has shiny dagger.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Dobrin attempts to get closer to his friends down.
Like, are the flames still up for the
The flames have dissipated since the
Okay,
ending of the
Then we
fight.
both.
When she waves her hand to dissipate the fallen combatants,
The flames.
the flames are dissipated. Yes.
So we go.
Mm-hmm.
I slowly turn to my Loxodon and Centaurian friend, and I look and be like, "Let's get the fuck out of here."
I'm like, give me the hand out.
Yeah.
The exit.
The challenge has been met.
And the angel nods from her chair and tamps her sight against the floor. Across from where you entered, where there doesn't seem to be a door, it slides open to where there would be an entrance to the back here.
Did they take the gold, the Xenos, or did they still lay on the ground?
They're still there, yeah. The gold is still there. And that door opens into what
Dobrin just pushes people out the toilet.
It's like, walk past,
I'm,
right?
would
I'm
be
pretty sure
into
we,
another-
I'm pretty sure
another turret.
Vidor is just kind of like limping.
Guntar is trying his best not to show it, but he is on so thin of ice. He's using his axe as a cane, but he's trying to play it off as it not a cane.
And this is the point where I come over and like lend a hand.
Yep. So as the doors open, it leads you back down a shorter hallway that leads to another set of stairs that seemingly just go up and up and up. And
Never-ending stairs to the top.
never-ending stairs
At
to the
this
top.
point, Arcadia's like, Guntar, do you need...
Holy fuck, guys! I about died.
We both about died.
Let's go rest.
I think
Let's
that's a
go
good
rest.
idea. I
And
think that's a
that is
really good
where we
idea.
are going to end for the week.
Oh my god.
That we will pick up at the bottom of this staircase after this fight next week. Hey everybody,
I'm dead over here. My body's breaking.
please send in your questions
Please do.
for Table Talk. We will be back in 5-ish minutes. Send in your questions. Our lovely crew here will accrue those and pass them along to me so we can answer them on stream. But we'll come back and we'll talk a little table, we'll talk a little dungeons, we'll talk a little dragons, we'll talk a little evil cherub things on the walls.
Oh, the thralls.
The thralls. We'll talk about those. We'll talk about whatever they want to talk about. We'll talk about mostly whatever
What
you want
guys
to talk
want
about. But we will be right back. I'm your internet fiend, Barton, over at City Limited. These are all the people that were here before. Or is it? They've all been replaced by thralls.
I'm gonna have fucking nightmares
Gold
about
match.
this
Oh,
shit.
I hope you have
Gold
nightmares.
I'm gonna have multiple nightmares of that shit.
Questions, comments, concerns?
I'm so happy I didn't die today.
Pucker factor 12 million.
Yeah.
Pucker factor was in full effect.
I thought this was going to go down as soon as I opened my big mouth. That 3 of our party was going to walk out scot-free and my corpse would be an horizontal elephant for the rest of the days.
Thankfully, we didn't end up on that ending.
On the bright side, we would know how to visit you because you'd be undead and probably still chilling in the bank.
Hey, 2 HP, baby.
2 HP, you made it out alive.
We did somehow.
Yeah.
How hard would it be to get a fuck counter?
I mean, all we have to do, Streambot can do it. Streambot can do it. All you have to do is just command and just have command counter plus, and it'll just ratchet up that counter every time you do it. Hippo does it for his streams when he unalives people. Unalives people. Yeah, so
Almost had that happen today too.
MVP. What's our MVP?
I'm gonna go Guntar on this one.
Well, what?
What?
It has to be inanimate.
Inanimate?
Oh.
I would say that damn statue because that was freaky.
Yeah, the statue was pretty legit.
The
Yeah.
the
Freaking
angel
us
statue.
Well, just
Yeah.
that the council was good. I like how they were played up. It was really well. Was that the true on Orzbadot? Did we know?
Not that you know.
That was just
not
that
yeah.
was just a forum.
A forum of the Orzhov.
That's kind of
Yeah.
why I was asking the name. I wanted to see if we heard the name Karlov, because if we did, we were fucked.
Yeah, no. Thankfully, you only dealt with one of the many Death Pact angels.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah, there are. You never got her name. She did not announce herself.
Yeah, they literally said, we don't deal in names, which is why I thought it was funny when we again asked for her name, and I was like,
Well, she didn't announce herself. The Orzhov Council said they don't deal in names. Because essentially, with the Orzhov, once you are dead, you are part of the Orzhov. It's kind of that Davy Jones locker, part of the ship, part of the crew thing. Where, yeah, you know, if you die in debt to the Orzhov, you become part of the Orzhov. You become an indentured spirit, which is what nearly killed you.
Yeah.
fatal flaw.
Hey man.
Yeah.
But way to stick to the character. My character doesn't have a flaw like that, where it's just like, will totally do, it's like
Yeah.
humility. Does not think he is anything better than
Oh.
others, and is empathetic to a fault, even with evil things.
Yeah.
For the
No,
audience, should
boy,
we read
my lunch
Guntar's
whatsoever.
flaw?
Oh,
so
I'm
they
the one,
all
no matter how this goes.
know?
Guntar's flaw is atoning for a previous life of crime.
No, that's
Dobrin's.
That's Dobrin.
So
Sorry,
that way
spoilers.
the
Guntar's-
audience realizes what we're playing.
So convinced of his superiority over other civilized people
Yep.
that he'll take great risks to have it.
So,
Yeah. so he
Guntar
just-
had one way out of that situation.
Yeah, he had one way out. He got his one way out.
He did it somehow, some way.
So yeah,
Some way. Some really lucky damage rolls.
really lucky.
Extremely
rolls.
lucky.
Yeah.
I rolled a 10, a 12, and a 9.
There was gonna be, if you were able to talk yourselves out of combat, there was gonna be a whole debt system with the
God.
angel.
I'm happy that we did combat.
Yeah, you guys kind of took the easy way out.
Easy!
Oh.
Yeah, no, with the Orzhov.
With the
Yeah, no,
Orzhov,
there's
we
a-
took the easy way
There's
out.
a reason Guntar didn't want to go.
Well, because there was like Dobrin would not have accepted a selling his soul situation, because he's already
Yeah.
he's already Mont Celestian.
There's two factions in Ravnica that you would have to be careful of selling your soul to. One is the Orzhov, the other is the Rakdos. You do not want to sell your soul to either of them.
For very different reasons.
For very different reasons.
Oh,
Yeah. Any questions? Anything cool that you guys thought?
I'm happy I didn't die.
Yeah.
Man, that light spell is really coming in.
Honestly, for me, I love the mind games. Like, watching you guys freak out was the best.
Lose their shit over the statue.
Losing your shit over a statue was so cool.
kept changing.
Yeah, it did.
I realized I don't have any, and I don't know if it would have been legal either, but I realized I didn't have any distance healing. No, I mean, I thought about taking a buff as my last, when I leveled last, but you guys suggested that Divine Smite would have been better than a buff, so I didn't go with the buff
I
option.
mean, especially as a paladin, if you're going to be one of the main damage dealers in
Yeah.
the party, Divine Smite's
Makes more
pretty-
sense.
pretty premium.
Right, especially right away. And I don't have any area of effect, anything, because I'm not really so I was like,
Yeah.
well, can't do anything, so I'm just gonna go sit over here. Good luck.
Well, we're leaving when this is done either way.
You may have, chat may have noticed, our lovely Varys is wearing,
I finally have a dunce
he
cap.
finally has his dunce cap.
Good day for it.
Thank you,
Courtesy-
Lindy Cat.
Courtesy of Landy Cat, thank you very much, is great. I've been holding on to that for 2 weeks. It arrived just after stream last week.
Oh.
So,
2 weeks
or
ago.
2 weeks ago. So I've been holding on to it, waiting to.
And I will make sure that I take care of it, and if anything, it will become a very nice piece on my shelf with the rest of my memorabilia.
No, you
Yeah.
will wear it every.
Every stream.
Every stream.
Every time you do a Varys
every
moment, we
table
put
talk.
it
No,
on.
every table talk you have to wear.
Okay,
Yes.
I like it.
Alright.
It's now your table talk cat.
It's now your table talk hat. Let's get some cues up in this piece. Lone Wandering Rogue, what would happen if they died? So, if they had died,
I would have just left.
well, it depends on who would have died. Who would have died would have had different implications for the scenario. Guntar, very obviously, him dying would have resulted in some kind of spirit journey. I'm not quite sure what the other three would have been.
Would
but-
you have maybe been like, okay, well, after the final 1 HP leaves, divine intervention happens.
I'm not too much into the Deus Ex stuff. Like, I like having things have weight. Like, me as a DM, I have no problems killing characters, but I know it can piss off players when I kill their characters without them being okay with it. So even if, say, Guntar had dropped below 0, I mean, we ran into this with the crawl fight. You guys didn't know that you were leveling,
Yeah.
and I dropped you to 0,
Yeah.
like just before the end.
Yeah.
So
That would've
you
been
know, it's a death, at least for the most part. I want to make sure that my players are okay with character death, and under the circumstances that they're okay with it.
Yeah, I think, speaking of character death from like a character's perspective, this is just me. I don't like needless death. But like in that
Exactly.
moment would have
Yeah.
been,
It has
Guntar
to-
died, I'd have been smiling from ear to ear.
It
like,
has to
it would have
serve.
made
It has to serve a
very,
purpose.
it would have had lasting story
Yeah.
implications that would have carried for, session after session. So
Well,
I
would
mean,
combat have ended if Guntar died first and it was Varys just like scraggling him around?
depends on. See, the thing with Death Pact Angels is that they are lawful evil. So yes, she will grant you that fight. You agreed to this fight. If you must die in this fight, you will die in this fight. So she would carry it to its end. She wouldn't.
So yeah, he'd
Yeah.
probably also die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like in that vein, if you go back and watch Acquisitions Incorporated, in early, I think it's early season 2 when they're in the Underdark. Chris and Ryan, who play Cathris and Dinar, were needed to be off the show for a couple weeks. So Jerry just straight up murders them. Just drops both Dinar and Cathris to 0 hit points, and they're gone for 2 weeks. And what it did was it served a purpose. There was a whole flashback period with Rosie and Walnut where they go back to this fight between the Enclave Pax Anima and the Drow of the Underdark. There's this whole huge battle sequence that happens while Cathris and Dinar are dead. And this is way back in the past. So then when they come back from that flashback, the character that killed them has the power to just bring them back to life. Like nothing ever happened. So it serves a purpose. It's not like death isn't permanent, because death is most certainly permanent in Acquisitions Incorporated, but it's not without its reasons. Let's see, Lindy Cat. What thought went through Varys' mind that led him to volunteering to fight tonight?
I honestly thought I was gonna die, so I'm like, fuck it. If this is where I'm gonna die, this is where I'm gonna die. Also, there's another one for your fuck counter.
2 more.
And another
Two
one.
more.
Lindy Cat also asked, curious what Guntar thought about Varys joining him.
There's reasons for Guntar's actions. I like to really don't do anything unless I like have a character purpose for it. And there's a reason I picked up what I picked up at the end of that fight.
Okay.
So
Glitter Chasm. How exhausted are the players after all of that?
Very.
I'm ready to go another 3 hours here.
I would need a long rest, and then I could probably keep
Yeah.
going. But no, it's really exciting. Best game I've probably played in a long time of D&D.
Lone Wandering Rogue asks, did Barton adjust the enemy attacks so that they wouldn't die this week? No, everything was a flat roll. Everything was rolled as Jeremy Crawford intended. So,
Advantage and all.
advantage and all. Everything was rolled, rules as written, rules as interpreted, as Crawford likes to say. Raw and rye. Fuck counter is at 17.
Here we go.
It's currently sitting at 20.
It would be at 20 now.
Good to know. Good to know.
Let's see, a couple of housekeeping things from our people upstairs. Not really upstairs, but you get it.
Birdie's on the roof.
Yeah.
Yes.
I have a 6th floor.
Defenestration. Tavern at Detour. We have a confirmed location.
It's confirmed.
For- hey, shut
I'm sorry.
down.
I'm sorry.
Yes, master. Please don't kill me.
Excuse me? Sir?
Tavern at Detour. Rivet City Tavern is at Detour. We have said this every week since we found out that we were going to be there. Only this time, we have a location on the 4th floor, which will be fantastic. Come meet Tritus in red, and the Masked Gamer Dan,
Hey.
and our lovely Varys. Unfortunately, Arcadia, myself, Amanda, and Thor won't be there. Sorry, guys. We'll do a meet and greet thing at
2D.
We'll do a meet and greet thing at 2D. I think that'll be cool. Do like not like a panel, but just like a meet and greet thing. I think would be cool.
Just kind of kick it. Hang,
Yeah.
Party room.
We'll do that. Friday and Saturday is when this party is going on. We have a new bar.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Tritus, I understand you're making a new bar.
Yeah. Put a picture out there. It is 40% complete. It's
Sweet.
Cut all the
I mean,
pieces.
we got 2 weeks left.
Yes,
So.
it's designed, cut all the pieces.
Yeah,
2 weeks, isn't it next week?
Or yeah,
It's
week
next
and a half. We have a week and a half until this is done.
I'll
So
get it done.
yeah.
Oh, good.
6 hours work.
Also, spicy fan fiction panel.
Oh,
Backed
snaps
by popular demand,
Snaps
or
for
actually coming to Detour by popular demand. It's a huge hit at TootyCon. Spicy fan fiction. Our panel of hosts eat a spicy pepper and read really bad fan fiction for the chuckles of the audience. Which are we still going with the live stream on that as well? Sweet. So if you can't make it to Detour, you can log right here on Twitch. You can watch it live, even if you can't be there, which will be awesome. New episodes of Bulette Time every week. Who knew? Right? It's not like we're here making new content.
Man, I wonder why we're here then.
No, this was a rerun. I hate to inform everyone.
We have to do this again next
pre-recorded.
week. I'm going to.
This is deja vu.
This is pre-recorded.
We need a time paradox and get us back
So,
to
new episodes every Tuesday
Don't do
live
that.
on this channel, which you're watching right now. Those will then be re-uploaded to the YubTubs, where you can watch them on demand.
Yep.
T on the YubTubs. Apartment Ops Remaster is nearly complete. No new footage, it's all existing footage. They're just revamping everything. It's gonna look good.
It's like,
I understand it. It is a premium video.
it's much better.
Would you give it a solid okay?
I would give it a solid okay.
Okay.
Next episode of Neighborhood Gaming coming up this Thursday, as in 2 days from now.
You said
if you're
nothing
watching this in the
good.
future, it's already here. If you're watching it in the future, it's already here because this video is not going to come out tomorrow on YouTube.
Who kept up?
On the YubTubs. Excuse me, I'm still dying from the thing I had last week. Zomboy and Dinner next episode is this Friday. New episode of Zomboy and Dinner. If you haven't been watching their run of Resident Evil 2, it is hilarious. It is great. X gonna give it to you. Mr. X.
I love that.
Mr. X is gonna give it to you, and so is the Iron Chef. Chef Iron.
Don't remind me.
Patreon. We'll finally have our Patreon up by Detour, so if you are feeling generous with your moulet, please send it towards Bulette.
Hey.
Hey.
Make
Rivet
us-
City Mixology, new episode next week. Mixology is coming back. If you're a fan of stuff like how to drink and binging with Babish, Rivet City Limited has our own version of that. We make some nerdy drinks that have been on things like the Drunken Moogle and some of our own creations. It's a good time. It's a good time. New installment of my favorite video. Mystery Box. If you haven't, go check out the original Mystery Box video. It is choice. It is written. Looks like it's actually going to be a series. I did not realize that Mystery Box is a series. It's been referenced in a couple of our other videos, so you can definitely go check that out. See if you can find the Mystery Box in those other videos. My favorite is when it shows up in direct action Santa twice. But those are written and in pre-production, so those should be out soon. Make sure to also follow us on all the social needs. Rivet City Limited on Facebook, Rivet City Ltd on the Twitter, Rivet City Limited on Twitch, Rivet City Limited on Yelp Dubs. So that's all the things. Instagram, Rivet City Limited.
I knew there was one.
You can find all of us there. Also, Chatbot has some sweet functionality that should have been spamming during the course of the show
It has
for
been.
myself, Mr. Varys, and whoever else in Rivet City we have queued up on that to give out our personal social medias.
Medias.
I still feel kind of dumb that I have 2 Instagrams.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Stupid man.
I'm sorry.
But that, I believe, is our show for the week. If you have any, if you want to send any fan art or anything,
Or fan
or fan creations, please contact us through the Twitter. We will get a way to get a way for you to send those on to the show. Other than that, have a week. We will be back absolutely next week, our last show before Anime Detour. I don't think there's anything special going on next week, so yeah, we're just gonna have a game. It's gonna be fun.
I don't like
And we won't
the way
die.
that you're saying that.
You don't like the way we're saying that?
No.
Oh.
I would like to long rest.
Some of
Yeah, I
us,
would too.
some of us will be older, wiser, more crotchety. Have a week, guys!
Peace.
You're looking at me doing that with a speaker.